Hey everyone, and welcome to the Wide World of Wrestling podcast on YouTube. We're here for another WWE RAW live reaction. We haven't done a RAW reaction in some time on here. It's been a little bit. I believe last month in February we last did something like this. But the next 2 weeks we will be doing our RAW live reaction tonight, which we are still on the road to WrestleMania. Uh, a lot of big things has been happening on SmackDown and Raw. But I plan on doing more with this channel. But yeah, I thought tonight would be a really good night. We were just going to start with tomorrow night. I mean, not tomorrow night, next week, because CM Punk's going to be returning next week, uh, just for 1 week because they're in Chicago. But I thought might as well start tonight. Let's do the next 2 weeks of the road to WrestleMania. But yeah, Mr. Jacobs will be joining me shortly. Uh, we got Jey Uso starting the show tonight. They did confirm on SmackDown that Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso will be an official WrestleMania match. I actually went to SmackDown on Friday. It was really, really, really fun. It was my first and probably last time ever to get to see The Rock in person. It's really impossible to see The Rock in a wrestling ring nowadays. Yeah, tonight should be a good match. Should be a good show. We got a lot of tag team match qualifiers tonight. We got the Austin Truth versus Veer and Jinder Mahal's guys. We also got DIY versus Creed Brothers, which should be a really good match. If you've been watching our Raw reactions, you know that I'm a big fan of both DIY and Creed Brothers, so it should be a really interesting match. We got a packed house, like usual. I heard we got Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa coming from the crowd. At this point, he should just come through the entrance because they got so many people from Raw and SmackDown going on both shows that I mean you might as well. Call Rakishi. The sign like right in front of both of them. I wonder what night a lot of these matches are going to be taking place on. I mean, I would assume we already know night one, Roman Rock versus Cody and Seth. Night two, uh, Cody and Roman. But besides that, we don't really know too many matches and what night they'll be taking place on. I'm curious to see what match this would take place on. Assuming night one, but you never know. But match wise, we got a lot of matches confirmed. We got tag team. I'm really disappointed in the Intercontinental Championship. They're doing Walter and Sami Zayn for the title. Last week they had that gauntlet match, and they were really building towards Chad Gable and Walter. I feel like for a long time, and they had Chad Gable cutting his promos. It just means more than anyone else, and then for him not even to win it, it just didn't make sense. I mean, Sami Zayn has had his WrestleMania moment. You know, last year he won the tag team championships with Kevin Owens in the main event of WrestleMania. He's won the Intercontinental Championship before. He's won the U.S. He's won all those titles before. And someone like Chad Gable, who's never won a singles title, like ever, well, not at least in WWE. I don't know if he's wrestling in the independent scene or not, but at least tag team wise, yes. But in singles, he's never ever won a championship in WWE, and that could have been his last and only chance to do it. I'm curious to see what all you guys think. Leave in the comments what you guys think. Do you think that Chad Gable still has a shot of winning the Intercontinental Championship, or do you think that that last week was the end all be all, that he'll never win it? He'll never have another chance of winning it. Personally, I hope he does have another chance. It makes no sense for Sami Zayn to beat Walter. I hope Walter beats Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. I was really hoping that they was be doing an Intercontinental Championship ladder match instead of a tag team ladder match. And I was kind of disappointed in that too. They're not splitting up the titles. They still could split up the titles. As Simple said, one team can pull the Raw, and one team can pull the SmackDown. And they split the titles up. I don't really like how they've got the tag team. I won't say division, but the titles at least. Like they said that they unified them. They still have both belts, so they really haven't unified anything. Just since they got both titles, still not separated, I guess. Personally, I wish they would go back to Raw having their own tag titles and SmackDown having their own tag titles. Because they just got, SmackDown's really heating up in their tag team division. They're adding a lot of teams, so it makes sense for them to titles. A lot of people said that they don't have enough tag teams, but they have a lot of tag teams now. They've signed a lot of tag teams over the past since last year. Going to this, mostly going to this year, but I got Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes attacking Jey Uso. Cody Cutter on Solo? Yeah, Solo.
Jimmy Uso promised his brother Jey that the bloodline will never, ever leave him alone.
Cody Rhodes is going to be on. He's going to have a segment tonight. I'm really curious to see what he has to say because SmackDown, The Rock pretty much demolished him. Tonight might be his only night. Cody is really good on the mic, so I think he will have a good response to The Rock. There's a lot of the same signs tonight. What they all say.
How many days until WrestleMania? 19. He knows he's going to be hunted, but he said he's got his eye on the bloodline. Comes out, beats the hell out of them, and always has to watch it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be quite the Monday Night Raw here tonight, live from Raleigh, North Carolina. Later tonight, it is our main event.
We also got Becky Lynch and Nia Jax tonight, last woman standing.
5 years in the making. Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, last woman standing.
I already know Becky Lynch didn't win that. If they had Nia win them, I was making a triple threat. But they got to keep Bayley looking strong going into WrestleMania and stuff like that. So I think after WrestleMania, Nia Jax deserves similar of a push because she's really improved since coming back to WWE. Like, this time around, she's a completely different wrestler, but she's definitely improved on some things that she was not good at once before. Like, she is a lot better in the ring. I mean, we all know she can talk and stuff like that, but she's always been kind of lackluster in the ring. But since coming back, she's really improved on that.
And in a tournament, Becky Lynch, 3 weeks away from her title match at WrestleMania, is ready for battle tonight. You have to beat your opponent so bad they can't make it to their feet by the count of 10.
Oh, so what match are we starting off here? 12 minutes in and 11 here. All right, starting off with the match I was looking for the most. DIY versus Creed Brothers. It sucks that both of these teams can't go to WrestleMania. They're both really good teams. They really should have put two separate matches. Like they should have put. But I feel like they want Austin Truth in that match. So that's the line. They just put Austin Truth against Jinder Mahal's guys, and then these two teams are gonna have to go against each other. They won the NXT tag titles a bunch of times. They've had a lot of good matches in NXT. So, like DIY winning the WWE Tag Team Championships would be really, really good. The Creed brothers, they were really good. If you've been watching this podcast, or this channel, that I've really become a fan of them since we've started doing Raw live reactions, and I like DIY too. Johnny Gargano's been my wrestler since forever, really. No, not to say forever, but once I discovered him, he's always been one of my favorites. Johnny Gargano in singles tag. I like Tommaso Ciampa too, but more so Johnny Gargano. He's really, really, really good. I hope they eventually get him out of tag. Like I want to see DIY's tag champions in WWE, but eventually break them away, have a feud against each other, and Johnny Gargano win some singles gold. And now since WWE has the World Heavyweight Championship, maybe Johnny Gargano could win that. I thought he could win the Universal Championship when Roman is away from it. But I feel like they've added so much prestige to that they probably wouldn't put it on him. Even though putting it on Johnny Gargano wouldn't hurt anything, but like a lot of people say, I've heard a lot of people say that, Cody Roman, they want Cody to finish the story, but it's more about putting butts in seats and stuff like that. But Roman is hardly ever there, and they sell arenas out without him being there. So, like, they're putting butts in seats without him even being there right now. Like, they're selling out a lot of arenas, and he's not even on the show advertised. So, like, this last besides the Raw, besides that show, like, there's been past SmackDowns and Raws where he's not even on, and they sell out. So they don't really need him there. Like, they can have Cody win and be just fine. They'll still need to sell arenas and stuff like that. I'm not saying Roman Reigns isn't a draw. He is, but they're doing just fine. To say that, to put on Cody, ratings would drop and tennis would drop. They're already doing it without him, so.
That's why Corona is helping clean 100 beaches by 2025. It's the first step in our fight against plastic pollution.
The union of fruity sweet gummy and tangy punchy nerds. Nerds gummy clusters. Unleash your senses.
Okay, you turn around, you're gonna see some. Let's imagine that LL Cool J has a pull around. Do we want to? Hey, I'm Kate. There are some situations that young couples claiming to their parents just can't handle. Yeah, there he is. There's my nephew. I got a video.
If anyone watching doesn't know that this is a sister channel to the All Elite Zone, where I am more active on there. I do want to start being a little bit more active on here, because if anyone does not know, this channel is what I first originally started with. There we go. Try to fix this. There we go.
Hey, what's going on? Am I coming in all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Have some technical difficulties over here, but I got it fixed.
Yeah, I have a lot of those. Triple A. NXT
Actually,
what's that?
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that NXT's really picked up the pace. I feel like they've created two major stars in Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, I agree. I
They've
was just about to
signed.
say. I mean, it's giving me a reason to watch NXT. I mean, because I caught up last week's episode of NXT. I gotta say, they've kind of stepped up their game lately. I mean, they've come a long way from their 2.0 era. I mean, I'm appreciating what they're doing these days.
Yeah, it feels like they're going back. Not entirely. That you never can go back to stuff, but it feels like they're trying to do the black and gold stuff again. And they're bringing in a lot of free agents. They've signed Sean Spears.
Yeah.
Tamba Tonga's coming in pretty
Mhm.
soon. A lot of people feel like a lot of people said that it's a downfall going to NXT, but you know WWE was sending a lot of major independent stars to NXT, and it turned out perfect for them. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, uh,
True.
Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Roode. Even though some of their main roster stuff wasn't as good because of Vince, they still had a lot of good stuff
Mm.
in NXT.
Yeah. Very true.
But I feel like with Triple H and charge of booking, a lot of people who get called up won't get messed up because that's one of the things that Triple H got pissed about was because like he would build these people up in NXT and then they'd go to the main roster and be a jobber or they won't be
I
taken
mean, it's
serious.
frustrating though. It's pretty frustrating. You build up these characters, and then once they get to the main roster, when the old man was there, first thing he did was change everything.
Yeah, he changed everything about him. So I don't think that would be that problem anymore because now Triple H gets to decide who.
Yep.
So that's one good thing. But I really try to enjoy NXT. They got a lot of good young wrestlers that I started to become a fan of. There's one woman wrestler, I forget what her name is, but she's really good. She reminds me a lot of Bianca Belair, but if Bianca Belair was more edgy. I can't remember I can't know what her name is though.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Parker or something.
Yeah.
We got Creed Brothers and DIY. This is the match I was most looking forward to, and somewhat I like both of these teams, and one team's not going to WrestleMania.
I'm actually hoping for DIY.
It's weird that Creed Brothers. It feels like they should be wearing some type of arm, like some type of sleeve or something. Like they're missing something right now.
Yeah.
It feels like Kurt Angle would wear that at the same tights, but he would have like stuff on his. It feels like
Like
they're
some
like
pads, some knee pads and stuff.
they're missing all that.
Man, they look like they just got out of the collegiates. You know.
That personally, I won't be mad if whoever wins, but if I had to choose, I'd probably go DIY.
Yeah.
If anyone's been watching this channel, you know that or both of us have been liking the Creed brothers. I didn't really watch
Hmm.
them before I started watching WWE a lot more. But they're really good in the ring. They remind me of Kurt Angle and Sean Benjamin and Charlie Haas and
Yeah. World's
Kurt,
greatest tag team.
Kurt Angle should just have his own faction that's based off like the NWO or something because there's too many wrestlers like Kurt Angle and Chad Gate and like you got Kurt Angle, you got Charlie Haas, Sean Benjamin, you got the
Hmm.
Creed brothers, you got Chad Gable, Jason Jordan. There's too many wrestlers that wrestle with each other in that whole clique thing. Like they gotta have their own the Hart family
like
had
like like the varsity team.
yeah like the Hart family had their own I don't know they gotta create something with that.
Mm.
Like Kurt Angle needs to manage all these people or do something with it because I always wanted them to have Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin versus the Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, but Jason Jordan had to retire, so they can't really do that.
Hmm. That would have been a great match too. That would have been awesome.
But all those wrestlers wrestle just like Kurt Angle and Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin, and it's like they're all family or something. I don't know. But all of them have something in common, and they were all amateur wrestlers.
Yep. They all wrestled in college and stuff.
I don't know about Jason Jordan, but I know Chad Gable did and Shelton Benjamin did. Charlie Hall. Creed is what you need.
That's a shirt right there. Creed is what you need.
Yeah, someone's got a sign that says that.
I just noticed it. That's a T-shirt.
It's not a T-shirt already. They've already made WWE a few extra dollars.
Right?
Normally stuff like that they'll go with. Ooh, that was good. And this is where we go to commercial break, I guess.
Of course.
Yep, we're on commercial break. That gets annoying after a while.
Yeah.
I mean, they just came back from commercial break.
I know once you go towards the main event, that's when they really start hitting you with commercials.
Yeah, you'll get at least two commercials main event.
I mean, I personally think it's DIY's time, man. I mean, you bring them back together. The clear, clearly they have an idea if they bring them back together. Clearly they have something in the works for them for DIY.
Yeah, I feel like they've lost. I mean, they've won against Judgment Day for the tag titles once or twice, but I feel like now after us, like it's time to put a reset on all that. It's
Yeah,
like that's why I really think that they should split those tag titles up because they got a lot of teams that could benefit from two like the Raw and SmackDown tag titles.
see, I agree. I mean, what's the use of like having it to where like you can do it like over all the shows? I mean, to me, it would be more logical to have a SmackDown Tag Team Championship and a Raw Championship, and just have it be on their separate shows, because I mean, with the way they're doing it now, it's just I don't like it because what's the sense of it though? And the thing is, are they going to unify the titles or not? I mean, what's the
Yeah,
deal
like
with all that?
yeah, they keep saying that they've unified them, but you got two separate. Like you got the red ones and you got the blue ones. Normally, if you unify something, you have two titles, not
Yeah,
four. That doesn't make any sense. And like they've brought a lot of tag teams back. You know, they put DIY back together. They brought back Authors of Pain. They brought back Gallows
yeah.
and Anderson. They got the LWO. They got like they formed a lot of teams on SmackDown. So I feel like if they had that both brands had their own titles, lot like more teams would be able to shine and stuff. Because right now there's only one tag team. Well, technically there's two titles, but or four, but
Hmm.
they consider them one. It's stupid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Like
I mean, I don't get that logic though. I mean, but
like they've had months to create new titles or something. Probably after WrestleMania, that's what they're gonna do.
then that would
No,
make sense to do it after WrestleMania.
it just don't make after all these months. Like this, I really wish this ladder match was for the SmackDown tag titles, but I kind of hope a lot of people have been saying that the finish should be that one team grabs the Raw and the other team grabs the SmackDown, and that's how you split them up again.
I mean, that's why not? Why not go that route? I mean,
I
I,
mean, they
I
got
think I think you like you said, it'll give more opportunity for more teams to shine.
yeah, because they've because before WWE didn't have hardly any teams because they were breaking up teams and they were releasing people and people got injured and they didn't have anybody probably in the tag team division. But now they've got a lot of teams now. Like they've got probably over a total of 15 teams on uh like Raw's got like maybe seven and SmackDown's got eight.
Yeah,
They've got like a total of like 16 or 17 teams right now. So having two titles would give a little bit more opportunity to some people. All right, I'm seeing shades of Charlie Hulse now.
you're listening that too.
Yeah. In just a minute, I'll be seeing some Kurt Angle, some suplexes probably.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a
Yeah,
never
here
win.
we
You see,
go.
there you go.
Well, well, I thought that's what they were. Well, no. Yeah, it was Kurt Angle. Well, a little bit of Charlie Haas and Chad Gable there. Who's going to do some high flying for Sean Benjamin? That's unique. I've never seen that done before. They're doing a lot of moves that you wouldn't think about doing.
Oh, beautiful bridge with a Northern Light suplex coming for the pin. That was awesome.
This sucks. I don't want to pick between these teams really.
I
It's
know, right? They're both awesome.
like I couldn't watch a Jeff Hardy and RVD match because I'd have to pick. I didn't want to watch it.
Yeah,
Years,
right there. That's a hard decision to make. RVD and Jeff Hardy.
years later, I ended up watching, but as a kid, I didn't like to watch it. I really got here. Mm, maybe you should have worked on your time in there, but all right.
That's impressive, though. I mean, dude started the suplex from the ground, pure strength. That was pretty. That was pretty cool.
I bet the bigger one played football. The Brutus Creed.
I'm sure if it, the dude looks like a football player. Standing moonsaults.
Sam Perez. And they're promoting a lot of NXT tonight.
Yeah.
This match actually has tag-ins.
I know, right? For a change.
Well, mostly in AEW, you don't see any tag-ins. You don't know who's the legal man. You don't know what's what. I mean, you can get hit by a flaming table and there will be no disqualification. Oh, that they're fixing to do the Steiner's finisher. Look like. All right, DIY, you guys got to do something. You've been getting your asses handed to you.
Come on.
Damn. All right, you guys got your ass worked too much now. Damn. Damn,
Oh, that was a good one.
I thought he was about to hit Pat McAfee. Do not go to another commercial break.
Oh,
I wish Pat McAfee would quit the college football stuff and be there full time. Because some of his stuff is really, really funny.
he's really good. He is really good. I mean, I remember at first I wasn't a big fan when he came in, but he grew on me though. And then like I remember when he had that WrestleMania match with Austin with not damn it, who was that? Um,
Yeah, I know you're talking.
Austin Theory. And
Yeah.
I remember being there, and the whole crowd was all about Pat McAfee that night. The whole crowd, in unison, they were all on Pat McAfee's team. And I mean, he kind of grew on me. And the way he plays it, though, the way he plays it is pretty cool too, because he's like a fan who just happens to have the best job in the world. He's just a fan who happens to have been hired by WWE.
Yeah, basically, he gets on a. At first, I didn't really like him too much, but if you really sit down and listen to him, he's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
For someone that doesn't really have any internet match, he's actually pretty good.
And the thing is, coming from me, I'm not even a big Colts fan, so it took me some time to get used to him.
He reminds me of Jim Ross a little bit when like when someone interferes with something and he'll like this last time say you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Like you don't hear that on WWE anymore. The last person to really do that was Jim Ross, and Pat McAfee's kind of doing that a little bit.
Yep.
I don't think there will ever be another commentator like Jim Ross. Everybody's too
No, it's like
shy.
that's 1 in a million.
Everybody's too shy, and they don't want to offend anybody. Like they gotta walk on tiptoes, and Jim Ross didn't give a damn.
That's what was awesome about him. He didn't care. He spoke what he felt.
Yeah, Triple H, he definitely said what he thought about Triple H many, many, many times.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen this Jason Momoa commercial?
Oh yeah, with him singing and stuff.
They're definitely doing Aquaman 3 now.
But I mean, Jason Momoa is like everywhere these days.
Yeah.
You have to throw a rock with that and somebody who's a fan of his.
Tangy crunchy nerds. Nerds gummy clusters. Unleash your senses.
Order pizza right now and get a free large pizza later. That's a free pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now. Then
Be right back.
your next
All
order
right.
is your future. Simple thing. Get while in stock. Only at Pizza Hut.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now we're in. Now we're back.
Live on Monday Night Raw qualifying match for the
We got another qualifying match tonight too. We got the Awesome Truth and I don't know what they're called. It's Veer and Sangha. It's Jinder Mahal. No, Veer is one of them. Jinder Mahal, he's their manager.
Julius Creed has been on display all Tampa. It's moves like that reverse everything for DIY. Yeah, the reverse DDT by Tommaso Ciampa creates an opening. Can he make a tag to Johnny Gargano?
I could take him to John Gargano.
Up over the top. Good break to Julius, and now down goes Brutus Creed as well. Gargano admitted the Creed brothers have DIY's number. Can they reverse their fortunes here tonight? Creed brothers should have
Ooh, that was good.
numbers over their career.
That's a little CM Punk right there. That's what CM Punk would do.
Now Johnny turns his attention to Julius. Into the corner, Creed.
I've always enjoyed John Gargano watching his matches. NXT,
Julius Creed.
no matter where he wrestles, I've always enjoyed John Gargano.
Slingshot spear by Gargano. Cover to advance to WrestleMania. And a kick out.
Oh, they have them win the tag titles a few times.
Once Johnny
Uh,
has momentum,
Then they split Tommaso Ciampa and John Gargano up. I want to see John Gargano go for some singles gold, which I can still do it with them together, but kind of what they're doing with Chad Gable and them. But
suicide dive. Down goes Brutus.
yeah, I feel like I want to see John Gargano win the U.S. or Continental or World Heavyweight title. Or, I don't mind seeing Tommaso Ciampa win some singles gold. Maybe I have Tommaso Ciampa win the United States Championship.
Kick out at 2. All of us, including Ciampa, thought that was it.
This is a really, really good match. People say that WWE doesn't have good matches. They definitely don't watch because this match is a really good match.
DIY that close to getting to WrestleMania. Everybody wants to be in Philadelphia in 19 days.
All right, I'm back.
These two teams laying it all on the line to get there.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you right here, man. I mean, they've been killing it, these tag team matches lately.
Yeah, mainly these two teams. I mean, there's been some other teams. Judgment Day is pretty good.
Big blows, throwing bombs at each other and rolling.
I mean, the Awesome Truth is all right. I mean, our Truth is the only thing good about the group, really.
Yeah, really. Actually, I mean, that's the only entertaining thing about it.
I mean, I like the Miz. I like Hill Miz better,
Yeah,
but not just any Hill Miz. I like the 2016 Hill Miz when he had that feud against Dolph Ziggler,
yeah.
and that's the kind of Hill Miz I like. I don't like the cheesy Hill Miz. And I like the
Me
more.
neither. He came off like too campy to me, like way
Ooh,
too cheesy.
Dude, dang.
Ouch.
That's pure strength. He got that off really good.
That's impressive.
DIY's got their ass handed in this match. They don't do something. All right, there's it. I feel like you guys are gonna do more than that. I feel like the Creed brothers would be impossible to get to tap out.
Oh.
Damn. All right, after that move, I want to see the Creed brothers against the Authors of Pain.
Oh man,
Authors of Pain,
that would be sweet.
They do moves like that. I don't know. That Creed brothers might have this. They really. Damn. I don't know who's gonna win this. Damn.
It can go either way right now. This is awesome.
I don't
The
know.
Kurt Angle moonsault there. I see that. That's cool.
How are we going for this? Dick. Stupid ref. Damn.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Do you? What a match.
Wow. That is awesome.
DIY barely picks it up, but it was a really, really good match.
Wow.
I wish both teams could have been in this ladder match, but as I said, I wouldn't have been mad if either team won, but I'm glad DIY picks up the win.
I'm glad too. I think they've earned. I mean, it's been years in the making. Them having their WrestleMania match. I mean, come on, DIY at WrestleMania. Who doesn't want to see that?
It's hard to believe they never wrestled at WrestleMania. Never.
I know, right? That's crazy.
I've got Andrade. Every time I want to see him, I end up missing his segment. Like maybe in the bathroom or something. Then I miss it every week. He's not joining the Judgment Day. He's probably going to go against Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania. That's basically Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio.
I just heard that
Yeah.
we will be watching AU.
Andrade has a match next week.
Sounds great. See you next week. Nos vemos. Nos vemos.
It's a really good match.
That's my thing. What are his motives? What's Andrade's motives? What has he got planned? He's got something cooking.
He keeps on smiling too much. You know, it's probably going to be it's probably going to be Andrade and Dominic Mysterio in a one-on-one match. That's what they keep acting like.
JD though,
Something's going to happen with that. They said next week he's getting a match. So
we thought you could run the gauntlet. We thought you were going to WrestleMania and bring in more gold to the Judgment Day.
I already knew neither one of them were going to win. JD and the Devin uses everything.
Why would he even have him around there? He's kind of like the lackey who wants to hang around with the cool kids.
Like I probably would put R-Truth in there and take him out.
Yes,
Because we've R-Truth wins some.
that's why tonight.
Right.
I mean, he technically did beat JD McDugan twice. So.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Dom? You know what, Mommy? To make things safe, let's go talk to Pierce and make this match official. Let's go.
You got it.
Love it. All right, boys. We got it right.
That was something.
They were perfect for each other.
I like Dom's hoodie though. That's a cool hoodie.
She was unbelievably talented without even trying. Just seeing the build up as a kid inspired me. But I think it's fair to say that he had issues. WWE Superstar Sunday. New episodes Sunday at 8. Only on A&E. Watch next day on the
I've been watching the A&E stuff with the rivalry. Well, more so the legend stuff, but
I need to catch up on those. I haven't watched any of them, not yet at least. I need to catch up on them.
the only ones I've watched is the Sergeant Slaughter, Scott Hall, and Randy Orton.
Mm.
This week is British Bulldog.
Don't freak out, but you can get 50% off on menu price Domino's pizzas when you order online right now. Right now?
Right now. Right now?
Right now? Right
I
now.
haven't shown any comments yet, but Davis, thanks for watching.
Now through the end of the week.
Hey, Davis.
I don't know how that keeps showing up, but I hope Davis wins it. Yeah, I hope he still wins the Intercontinental Championship too. I was really concerned in that last week. Oh, Creed Bros win. They definitely did not win. So
They killed it though. They didn't win.
yeah. Like that's why they need two different belts. So like Creed Bros still have another opportunity to go for tag titles instead of having just one. Like you just limit yourself when you just have one tag title.
I agree with that 100%. I don't know. I don't. It's to me at least. You're not letting enough teams shine as far as when it comes to the tag team titles alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like I said earlier in this episode, like it just to me it just I don't know it kind of takes away from the whole thing whenever they don't have their separate titles. It just takes away from the fun to me.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of amazing teams that serve tag titles, and you only have one champion. Technically, there's two, but it doesn't make any that doesn't make any sense to me. They unified them, but they didn't really unify them because they still have both belts. But
Right.
Like lavender. Clean like Clorox. Feel like tranquility. When you're with Amex Platinum, you can get
but that's been a WWE problem for years. Like they had Roman was still carrying around both belts, even though they unified them. Like
Yeah,
they've always,
they did that for a long time before they unified them.
yeah, they've done that for a while, and even on the WWE side, they still haven't stuff like that. They're not. I don't know. It's just really confusing sometimes. Like I
You're
remember one
telling
time.
me.
I remember one time they had the Raw Women's Championship on SmackDown, SmackDown Women's Championship on Raw. Like
Yeah.
how does that make sense? And then they rebranded it to the Women's World Championship and then the Women's
Mhm.
Championship or something like that. So now they don't really have like brand names. It's kind of like that's what they used to do. Like Raw had the WWE Championship and SmackDown had the World Heavyweight title with the men, but now they got it with the women and men now.
I mean, I think what they meant, I think what they were going for was to put more eyeballs on those titles and stuff like that. But they just ended up causing more confusion than anything.
Yeah, because how do you have the Raw Women's Championship on SmackDown and the SmackDown Women's Championship on Raw?
Yeah. Thunderbolt Patterson.
Muhammad Ali, Paul Heyman, U.S. Express, and Bull. That's not her name, but I know who she is. We actually watched her a few times on WCW when we did that stuff. She was on there a few times.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this is brutal last week. Candice LeRae really showed that she can be a top heel in WWE.
I was really brutal. I mean, I don't know if they had to go that far, but damn.
And apparently, she did actually have a real brother that died.
That's what I'm saying. Like they went far. I don't know if they went too far with that or not.
Candice LeRae, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes to get ahead, and if they don't make her like, I thought that she could be a really good heel women's champion.
Yeah.
Especially
She wasn't NXT. I know that.
Especially after that little thing last week. So we got tag team night on Raw. because we got the women's tag team now. We got another tag team match coming up, another qualifying match.
Indy Hartwell with a big boot, former NXT Women's Champ, hooked the leg and a kick out. Indy was kind of torn about what Candice was saying as well.
Indy Hartwell, indie wrestling.
She was forced to be with
I like Indy. She's cool.
She's known Candice for much of her
You
career.
see her in person. That woman is tall. She is. The thing is, she's more pretty in person. She's tall and pretty as hell. Like if you see her in person, it's crazy. She's more legs than anything.
Yeah, she looks tall. I've actually started to like Maxine Dupree. I really think that she's going to be the next Stacy Keeler. Really,
I can see that.
like Stacy Keeler was more over than a lot of the men wrestlers, and she didn't even wrestle. And she managed the Dudley Boys. She managed Test and Scott Steiner. She managed a bunch of teams.
Mm-hmm.
And she got a bigger card reaction than sometimes the main stars. For obvious reasons.
May have tweaked her knee.
See, this is what happens when you don't eat your vegetables.
Yeah, eat your vegetables, kids.
No reason you guys lose all the time. You just eat like junk food all the time. I bet she's really injured and they just went home with it. Yeah, she's really injured.
Oh damn. Yeah, that her knee.
If she's not injured, then they really acted that good, but it looks like she really is injured. Because immediately after she did what she did, then they immediately ended the match.
Damn. Look at Indy's face, man. She's like, what the hell is wrong with you? I love the way Indy reacted to all that. She's like, what the hell?
They got the win. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. That's not ridiculous, Cole. Sometimes you gotta, if you're on a losing streak, you gotta do what you gotta do to get a win. I mean, do you want to continue to get medals or do you want to win?
I think Indy's realizing that she's teamed up with a crazy person.
Candice LeRae's always been crazy. She's just now seeing it.
Right.
Yeah, I was there on SmackDown. It was really, really good.
So that sing along with The Rock, that was classic stuff right there.
I was there for this, and like the entire crowd stood up for that entire segment. Like there wasn't one fan sitting down.
Yeah, I believe it.
People were not booing him. They piped in boos for that. Everybody was there for The Rock, really. He was actually at the Target where I live, actually.
That's cool.
It was on the news this morning. I seen that he was at Target. Just walking around. Yeah, this was good.
So a lot of people don't know that The Rock actually wanted to be, like, for real, he wanted to be a country singer. Like that was the first thing like he wanted to be when he was a kid. So that's like legit.
He doesn't give a damn what he says at this point.
Well, he's pretty much running the show right.
I see that there's a lot of frustration when like he can say whatever he wants to say, and other wrestlers can't. But The Rock's always been that way.
Yeah, he's always had that kind of thing.
Like people are saying that he's only doing it because he's a board member of TKO, but even before TKO, he's always done what he literally called CM Punk in the middle of the ring.
Yeah. And he didn't answer. I remember that. CM didn't even answer.
Yeah, Punk talked about that, and he said he was walking his dog, and his phone was blowing up. I said, "What?" And he was like, "Did someone die? Who died? Like, what the hell's going on?"
Like, I got the call from The Rock.
Yeah, who died? Like everyone's on the phone. And,
he's like, I'm thinking there's only got to be one reason The Rock calls me. Somebody has had to passed away.
Yeah, because you don't get a phone call from The Rock every day. It'd have been something if he would have picked up though. Like that, because Vince McMahon at that point was pissed about it.
Yeah, he didn't like that at all.
Gonna take this belt, and he's gonna beat
That's the thing. The Rock has that kind of leeway. He can go out there and do what he wants, and the fans are going to eat it up.
I really hope when Raw goes to Netflix that they're TV 14 again.
1, 2, 3, the Rock.
I mean, I would think so. I mean, because they're on they'll be on Netflix. They won't really have to answer to certain sponsors anymore. So I figure that they'll be able to do what they want to do then.
Yeah, they're guaranteed money. Like they're guaranteed like something like it's in the billions. Like they're guaranteed
Yeah.
money, so they don't
It's
really.
like $5 billion, something like that, up there with a
They're,
big B.
so they're guaranteed money, so they don't really have to. I mean, I'm sure Netflix has some type of guidelines, but I feel like that they could get away with more on Netflix than what they can on USA Network.
Oh yeah, definitely. As far as language and the content, they can get away with so much more.
So hopefully, more people than just The Rock can say whatever they want to say. I mean, you can't do whatever you want to do, but a little bit more freedom to what you can do. And I mean,
Yeah.
I don't expect a gun to be pulled out like Brian Pillman did, but I mean, you can
I
be
think
a
that
little,
was
and you can be a
yeah.
little bit more edgy. Than not. I don't expect to see that ever again in wrestling.
Yeah, that was a one-time thing right there.
If you do see it again, it's an independent show or some
Yeah.
rinky dink rundown bingo hall.
I remember what was that TNA with a midget pulled out a gun? I think that
Yeah,
was TNA. I remember that.
Yeah, with flexible payment options to keep you covered. So today,
like there was one show I saw on YouTube that a guy actually did shoot someone with a gun.
Jay,
It was like something like that, the deathmatch wrestling, and he pulled out a gun and shot him in the foot.
Oh damn.
with the general.
Like at that point, it's not even wrestling.
I mean, exactly. That's he's just shooting a dude.
I mean, I like hardcore wrestling, but God, like especially like like nowadays they do stuff in wrestling that's not even.
Excuse me, would you mind taking a picture
It's
of
more. It should be on a different website at that point.
Trading that over.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage, so you can take all the pics. So many selfies. A preposterous amount of panos! And it's panoramic. And as many portraits of me as your heart desires. How about
Oh, I gotta knock on my door. I'll be right back.
in any
All
iPhone,
right.
in any condition, and get iPhone 15 Pro and iPad and Apple Watch SE all on a
75. Okay, 2 matches. Not too bad. Because AEW will have 5 matches.
Anything else to do the job right.
Well,
I
that's
one
good.
and done.
Where's the guy? I think Cody Rhodes is next.
Ghostbusters.
So, assuming probably when a lot of the ratings pick up whenever he's out there. Especially with the story right now with Roman, Rock, and Cody and Rollins.
Ghostbusters. Rated PG-13.
I love having a blast. The Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Kids party? Having a blast. Order! Have a blast with tropical lime flavored Mountain Dew Baja Blast. In stores everywhere.
When Barbas was the turbo tax.
I broke 4 generations of family tradition. Ma, I want to make perfume.
And we got Nia Jax and Becky Lynch. Later, we got the other tag matches I've said before. Didn't Jimmy Duggan and Dominic Mysterio wrestling tonight? Maybe.
The union of fruity sweet gummy and tangy crunchy nerds.
I feel like there's some other matches I'm forgetting about.
The new $1.99 Sonic Crispy Tender Wraps are here for a limited time in bold flavors like hickory barbecue or cheesy Baja. Give yourself some TLC, tender, love, and chicken for only $1.99. Sonic Crispy Tender Wraps.
Order Pizza Hut now. The free large pizza list. That's free pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now, then pizza again. Free pizza means your next dinner is covered. Your future self will thank you. Jimmy Rollins, only at Pizza Hut. Welcome to Deal or No Deal Island. More adventure. Anyone afraid of heights? More risk.
I forgot they're bringing back Deal or No Deal.
Same question. Deal or no
They
deal?
didn't bring back the original guy that did it. The body guy.
Howie Mandel.
Yeah, I remember him.
Wrestling is not a love story.
I mean, well, Howie Mandel, he's a germaphobe. He's not going to want to go anywhere near that, anywhere near an island like that.
And nothing matters except the
Yeah, the current Bray Wyatt documentary.
Great man once said that. My brother.
I hope that they have Bo Dallas really like basically take his I wouldn't say take his spot, but continue his legacy. I guess you'd say.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. I'm actually gonna watch that.
Apparently, he's still getting paid by WWE, so
He was not scared
Yeah,
to push limits.
they got to bring Bo Dallas back and actually have him do something to continue his
I mean,
brother's legacy.
he's still in the company. He hasn't been fired, so they may have some plans for him.
He's not gone. His ideas will live on forever.
Coming immortal. He's a more immortal than Hulk Hogan is.
Paul Triple H will never be the
Yeah, I'd say that.
story earlier today. A
In the
Peacock
Mortal Kombat.
original documentary. Bray
He's
Wyatt,
probably going to be in the Hall of Fame next year. They were going to put him in this year, but it's in Philadelphia and Paul Heyman's in, so I feel like
Mm.
Paul Heyman should be the headliner this year. Next year, the headliner will probably be Bray Wyatt. Because
Yeah,
when Bray Wyatt goes in, he needs to be the headliner.
I think his dad's going in too, right?
Yeah, this year, IRS and Barry Windham, the U.S. Express.
Mm-hmm.
The Hall of Fame is very different this year. Triple H is actually doing that now. They put a lot of people in that you wouldn't really think of, like the what was his name? Thunder. I know who it is, but Patterson.
Jushin Thunder Liger. Oh, Thunderbolt Patterson. Yeah.
Yeah, someone like that you wouldn't really think would really go in. Or uh, I like how they've changed it up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that with Vince McMahon being gone. I think they have more leeway of who they want to put in the Hall of Fame these days.
I don't feel like it should be an award that's just given out to anybody. Like just
Yeah.
to give it out, like just to have the event make money and sell tickets. It should be an actual award you work for. Like I don't want to see Doink the Clown or the Goon or anybody like that in the Hall of Fame. They didn't do a damn. Well, the only exception is Outback Jack. He did do a lot. He should be.
Yeah, Outback Jack's a legend.
It's a shame he never become world champion or tag champion. Like he should have been. He should have had Roman's like. Bruno Sammartino shouldn't have won the World Cup for that many days. Outback Jack.
I feel like Cody's wore that suit on AEW before.
Probably a lot of those suits he has. We want. Damn, what's my phone? Been noticing that they got a lot of signs that are the same. Should say we want Gable. Like they've already started doing that a little bit. I get that we want Cody, but I don't feel like every wrestler should. Like everybody should have to have a movement, something.
I gotta agree with you on that one, though.
I'm going for Rock and Roman on night one.
Oh, you're going for the bloodline on that one, huh?
Because if Cody and Rollins win, Cody ain't gonna win on night two. Even though they said the bloodline will be free, something would still happen. But if Rock and Roman win, then people think that the odds are stacked against Cody, and then Cody's actually going to pull it out.
I think so. The way they tell this story, you gotta have good conquer over evil, and the way they're doing it, the way they're doing the storyline, I think is pretty cool because they're throwing in different twists and turns, and usually at WrestleMania, that's usually when you have the bookend to a major story.
I like it better if he won it with defeating all the odds.
Yeah, that's the way the story should end.
Yeah, like him, like even though they lost night one, and The Rock tried to cost him, and everybody tries to cost him, he still wins.
Yeah.
The tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
And then here's the thing, now. Let's say Cody wins. I'm predicting that it's going to be a heel turn with Cody sometime after he wins the title. After he wins the title.
At some point, he's going to have to. Feels like he's John Cena right now, but eventually.
And personally, I think Cody's a way better heel. He can be such a great heel.
Rock took to Instagram last week. He then followed up with an extremely entertaining rock concert. Too bad he didn't want to be here tonight.
He didn't want to be here.
Something I took from his Instagram post. Rock referred to himself as our favorite heel.
Favorite heel? Wow.
Little bit of
Never thought I heard that on WWE television.
We know what that means. That means he's the bad guy. So I've known some heels. Bobby Heenan was a heel. Arn Anderson was a heel. Michael Hayes was a heel. Superstar Billy Graham was a heel. The Nature Boy Flair was a heel.
You were a heel at one point.
Exactly.
Rock, I don't think you're a heel. I think you're an asshole.
You put that plain and simple. I like that. I just think you're an asshole.
You to get upset. Don't get upset, Rock. Don't get upset, Seven Bucks team. I don't want you upset. I don't want you to get emotional because
Seven
I know
Bucks
you feel
team.
emotions. You poke fun at me shedding a tear discussing finishing the story with my friend Michael Cole. There's no crying in wrestling, Jimmy Dugan. I get it, but haven't you been crying behind the scenes this whole time?
Damn.
I mean, once that came out, once they started chanting something else.
Cody's going in. Put on your Gucci shirt. Your muscles look so big. Oh, shit. Cody's going in on him tonight. That's hilarious. Carney succubus. Wow. Cody called The Rock a carny succubus. Wow. I mean, let's all be real about it. I mean, they're all carny.
You just hear what Cody said about The Rock's mom?
You should echo back towards my own. Here's the thing.
Salt of the earth. Who's the salt of the earth?
Oh, man.
That's MJF. That's what MJF says. He's the salt of the earth.
Exactly.
That's a really big hint right there. I didn't know she beat up an undercover cop.
I have been asked April 6th, the biggest tag match of all time, myself, my partner Seth Rollins, the world heavyweight champion, somebody you should respect very much because he helps carry your company, Rock, against you and the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. How will I get past that? What will April 7th look like? Will it be a fair fight? And I can tell you honestly, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be Bloodline rules or not. Hell, I don't know if I'm going to finish the story. But, Dwayne, what do you know? How can you be so...
These promos, though, man, they're cutting so deep between The Rock and Cody. Holy shit! Wow. That's not PG at all. Oh, the big Dwayne energy, little dick. Little dick syndrome. That's hilarious. Logic. Well, I saw that coming. Love how Paul Heyman just laid back tonight. No tie. Got the button open.
Undisputed WWE Universal.
I feel like one of these times, Paul Heyman's gonna mess up and say he's gonna almost say Brock Lesnar.
That'd be hilarious.
Counsel to the bloodline. I just wanted to come out here, Cody, and say to you that the ideals that you and I
You
share
see that ball guy behind Paul Heyman? He's so happy to be there. the guy right below the Bloodline Rules sign. He is so happy to be
when
there.
someone
Look at him.
comes out and they demand an apology, I'm going to apology. I'm not
He's
leaving
just like,
without an
yes,
apology.
yes.
Not that you've done that, but I'm here to offer you an apology. I came out there a couple of weeks ago with some friends of mine from the New York Police Department,
They were not in the New York Police Department.
and I apologize. For a wise man, that was pretty freaking stupid on my end. One, because the plan didn't work. Two, because it was just plain dumb. And for that, Cody Rhodes, to you, to the Raw audience, I humbly apologize.
No. I've heard
Whoa.
this before.
I didn't ask for an apology.
That's what I'm saying. Like if Paul Heyman's apologizing, something's up.
Ask for permission to step in this ring. You're a Hall of Famer, Mr. Heyman. You want to step in this ring with me right now? Be my guest.
Ball's gonna get his ass whooped.
I thank you. I'm fine right here. I carry with me a message from the tribal chief.
Of course, you carry a message.
I mean, God forbid he shows up in person and says his own gives his own message.
You can think of me anything that you want that's negative, and most likely it's understating the obvious. Me, not a trustworthy individual. Roman Reigns is a tribal chief of his word. This Friday, live on SmackDown, Roman Reigns will go face to face with you, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, the tribal chief, challenger, and champion. And when you go face to face with Roman Reigns, there will not be a single other member of the bloodline in sight.
I don't know if I believe that.
And I'm no physical threat. I hold the title. I hold the beads.
I've heard that too many
whisper in
times.
my tribal chief's
Right.
ear. I love him and respect him and acknowledge my tribal chief. But you have Roman Reigns' word. If you show up this Friday on SmackDown, Roman Reigns will show up alone.
Roman Reigns.
When does he ever show up alone?
No bloodline, except for yourself. Deal.
I have a bit of jet lag. I've been delayed all day. I forgot one little crucial point. Don't move me. I'm talking to the man.
They're booing you, and I'm about to go full Homelander and rip your throat out, all right? So get to the point.
Full Homelander.
If Roman Reigns shows up alone this Friday on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes, you show up to SmackDown alone.
No, I wouldn't trust that.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Deal.
I would trust him as far
I mean,
as
when has Paul Heyman been a man of his word?
Cody Rhodes with some
No.
teeth tonight. Fire. Can you imagine what it's going to be like Friday night face to face with Roman? Maybe we'll get an answer to that whole LDS thing.
I mean, think about it, in the history of wrestling, Paul Heyman has never kept his word.
She never will. Because after I break her face again, I will be taking her spot. I'll finish the business I started with Rhea Ripley. And not only will I walk out the last woman standing, but I will become women's world champion.
Incapacitate your opponent until she cannot make it to her feet by the count of 10.
Oh boy, let me some Nia Jax. She can pin me anytime.
Mhm.
I'll tap out for her.
I got Ricochet.
There we go. I'm actually glad Ricochet still has a job at WWE. I'm actually really happy about that.
Who?
Ricochet.
Yeah.
I mean, because you think about it, he could have been one of the ones that got let go easily, but they saw something in him. I think it's a brilliant move keeping him around.
See, a lot of people want to see him in AEW, but I don't think they do anything with him in AEW. Like, he'd just be another guy there, really.
That's what I think too.
Like, he's not going to win the world title. He's not going to. Like, they'd probably have him on Dynamite, and he'd probably get lost in the shuffle real fast.
Yeah.
He won't, like, they think that he'd be utilized the same way he is. Like, in WWE, I think he had a better shot of winning some titles now that Triple H is in charge, because Triple H is the one who really brought him to NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H is the one who saw something in him. So he was the NXT North. I don't know if he won the world title in NXT. He may have won the world title in NXT.
I think he was North American champion. I think.
I know he won that, and I believe the tag title at least once or twice.
Yeah.
I know he's won the U.S. and Intercontinental.
It's time to go wide.
Before. Now that they got that World Heavyweight title, I want to see Ricochet win the World Heavyweight title.
Thing is, it's possible. Thing is, he's a believable contender for it. I think, give it like another couple of years, he'll be in that title picture. I believe.
Yeah. I don't get why like fans want AEW just on everyone. Like I saw a post on Twitter saying that AEW needs to sign Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Ricochet, all these people. How in the hell are they going to use all of them when they can't even use the people they have right now?
Exactly, dude. I mean, what would they do with them if they had? And plus, you sign big names, you're gonna have to fork over big name money. You're gonna have to fork over a lot of money for these big names, and that's gonna put a huge dent in the pocket or in the wallet of AEW. If you keep bringing in these big name stars, you're gonna have to cut them these big checks, every one of them.
Eventually, it's going to catch up with them. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like Tony's using a lot of his dad's money and it affected him, but I don't know. I prefer quality over quantity, really.
yeah.
Like, if you have a like, what's the sense of having everyone if you can't, if no one's getting used good? But
Right.
it,
You only have so many hours. You only have so many hours you can use for television.
at this point, they need a fourth show. Not all like they need a fourth show and a fourth weekly show just to be
Yeah.
able to. And I don't want to see a fourth weekly show. I don't think anyone wants that. Like three
No, they
shows
need
is
to
good
figure out what
enough.
they got. Yeah, exactly. They need to figure out what to do with what they already have. That's the
Like,
biggest issue.
like I like AJ Styles and those guys, but I mean that's why there's two. Like AEW can't have everyone.
Right.
Like sometimes I really think that fans want AEW to go out. Like I really think that that's what they want.
And I
Just by
mean,
watching WCW and all that, like they're doing
yeah.
the same thing WCW did.
And the thing is, I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, there's a big chunk of these fans that feel like they know better than the people running it. And the thing is that I mean, these fans saying that well, they need more big name stars. Da da da. I mean, sure, you can do that, but then you're gonna end up it's gonna end up being oversaturated. Then you're gonna have people being lost in the shuffle. Then you're gonna have these people wanting big checks for what they're doing. I mean, it's a fail. It's gonna fail if they try to do it like that. Eventually, it's gonna implode on itself.
Everyone's done it and everyone's failed doing it. WCW
Yeah,
failed doing it. TNA failed doing it. Everyone fails doing it. Eventually, it comes back to haunt. It comes back.
and the most important thing is to develop new talent. Develop new
Uh,
talent. Don't worry about don't worry about these big names right now. Develop what you got already. Develop that homegrown talent.
yeah,
That's what
they
they
got.
need to focus on.
I'd rather them use. I mean, if they have the opportunity to sign AJ Styles, I probably wouldn't pass that up because AJ Styles against a lot of guys in the AEW would be good, but you gotta pick and choose who you sign. Like you can't just sign anyone.
Right.
Like like they should only be signing people that's really going to help them, like business wise. A lot of the people that they've signed, they ain't done a damn thing.
Exactly. It's like they hired them just for their name. It's kind of how that feels.
Like Edge is someone that I would sign, but he hasn't done anything. But I feel like someone like AJ Styles would probably draw over a lot of fans. But they don't need Finn Balor and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman and Walter and golly, I mean WWE, I mean AEW might as well buy out WWE and the whole rest of that, right?
Might as well.
And that'd be bad. That'd be real. What the? That was funny. And yeah, I see people saying that AEW needs to sign Shinsuke Nakamura and Rey Mysterio, and I mean, at that,
I
I mean,
mean,
and did fans complain when their wrestlers don't get used? Don't
exactly,
complain. Don't
exactly.
don't complain. You're the one who wanted this person to get signed and that person. You can't have it both ways.
That's my point exactly. I mean, that's a clear case of a fickle fan right there. That they want something and then you give it to them and they still complain. You know, I mean, you can't win either way sometimes. You know.
But there's a lot of people complaining that Jay White's not being utilized, but you wanted AEW to sign this person, that person, this person. Like anytime a lot
Exactly.
of anytime someone new comes in, someone's gonna get pushed back. Someone's gonna have to. There's a lot of stupid fans, mainly on the AEW side. I hate to say. I mean, there's both. There's pretty tribalistic fans on both sides, but
Yeah.
golly, on the AEW side, they don't know common sense.
Yeah. I feel like the majority of them just. I feel like the majority of these fans, they'll take a snippet of what they read on the internet and run with it,
Yeah.
and like they'll be like, okay, you know they should hire this person and this person and this person, this person, this person, this person, and then they'll take different things from different websites, and then they'll formulate their own little opinion. And there's nothing wrong with having your own opinion, but as far as like whenever you try to kind of, I guess, I don't know, I guess, have your opinion and share with others, you have to at the same time respect other people's opinion at the same time. And you can't just be like, okay, I want things this way, and then once it happens you want to complain about it. I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, to me that's just being the dumbest fickle fan ever. I mean, that's just my opinion.
I mean, you gotta pick. Do you want people to get utilized good, or do you want people just to come sign and people to? You can't have both. It just doesn't work that way. Then like there's a lot of things that people just they don't even know if it's true and they just run with it.
Yeah.
Like they'll say that Malachi Black doesn't want to lose to anyone, but they don't even really they don't work there. They don't know anybody that says that. All they're believing is Dave Meltzer, who is most of the time he's pretty much wrong on everything he says.
Yeah. Most of the
Like
time, yeah.
like I remember that one time they said that Malachi Black had been released from AEW, and then Malachi Black does a live stream and says that he's not been released and he's taking time off. Like that's a big difference in being released and taking time off.
Yeah.
Like people just believe anything. Like you could tell them that Cody Rhodes said that he's going to slap Tony Khan, and they believe it.
Exactly. And that's the trouble of it, though. That's the trouble of it. Because anybody can go out there and say anything, and then there'll be one dumbass fan that'll take that and believe it as fact and run with it.
There was this, I think it was last that Booker T said that him and CM Punk almost got into it at NXT. I don't
Oh
know if you've
yeah.
seen that.
Yeah.
And then Booker T comes back and says, "You guys will take anything," and like it wasn't even that big of a deal. Like with whatever happened, it wasn't that big of a deal. But
Yeah,
then,
that's the thing, though. I mean, they love to make a mountain out of a molehill with these internet fans. They love doing that.
I seen that there was reports saying that NXT talent was not again. I'm sick of commercial now. I don't like
Yeah,
this no more anymore.
they're
After
gonna
that,
cram that commercial down your throat.
but yeah, I seen that a lot of NXT talent was frustrated or mad about that comment by Booker T because Punk's been really helpful to a lot of NXT talent, but lots of
Mhm.
times Booker likes to joke around. Like a lot of stuff with Corey Graves. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like none of that was even legit. like
And that's the
like
thing, though. People take that so serious.
like I remember like at Starbucks that they got into a fight or whatever. None of it was even true. They just trolled everybody.
Thanks to some shenanigans by J.D. McDonough during the commercial break.
And personally, I think Booker T loves when they're talking about him in any kind of capacity. So
He just grew more people to his stuff, to his whatever
exactly, reality of
podcast.
wrestling.
Yeah, he has a wrestling promotion in Texas. A lot of them in WWE came from there, or NXT, I'd say a lot of them.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez, she was there.
Umanga's son actually just went through there. He'll be in WWE pretty soon.
Oh yeah, Zilla. Yeah, I know him. He's awesome. He's actually on my Facebook. He's a pretty cool dude.
Jacob fought two, and there's another one. There's about three of them that's fixing to become to the well, technically four. Tamatonga.
Hmm.
They
Yeah,
do they do consider him part of that family. So at least three or four is going to be coming in pretty soon. So I feel like the bloodline should just be like the NWO at this point, but not really like a clique like the bloodline as the Samoan family, like a whole
yeah, it's an actual family.
yeah. Like the NWO wasn't. It was really just a clique. It was just. But this is like actual a family long faction.
Yeah,
Umanga's son looks just like Solo Sokoa a little bit.
actually, he does. He looks a lot like Solo.
Who's got that women's of wrestling? There's two women wrestlers at Samoan, the Tonga twins. Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them. Weren't they like the tag team champions at of WoW?
Yeah, yeah, they're the only ones they really that really come off as someone that I would watch on there. Tonga twins. I'm guessing that they're Haku's daughters.
Yeah, I think that what does that come on? That comes on Vice, I think. The women WoW comes on. I think yeah, Vice. Oh, ooh, you got that one.
That was
Ricochet
easy.
picking up these W's.
Damn. No, Jay Drake's gonna eat another loss.
And Ricochet, I believe, going to make him pay as Ricochet gets out of harm's way. Did a backflip off the
Good to
guy's
see them getting Ricochet some wins.
Oh yeah, winning clean.
Obviously, Ricochet as a heel. He's never been a heel on the main roster. I feel like he's gonna be like a Mysterio. He's always gonna be a face.
I think so. I think the only heel run that Rey Mysterio had was I want to say he was in WCW when he was with the Filthy Animals, and they were heels at one point. That's whenever he had his mask off. So yeah, that lets you know how old I am. I remember that stuff.
Wi-Fi G
I'll
is
be right
crazy
back.
fast
Let me
and
get my
powerful.
phone
It kind
charger.
of makes it the EST like you.
Damn. Chad's got a real chip on the shoulders nowadays, man. Honestly, I think Chad should have won it. I would love to see Chad in that same position, but I don't know. I think either way, with either guy, it's fine with me, Sammy or Chad. I'm fine with either person. Honestly speaking, I'm more of a fan of Sammy personally, but the story with Chad is just more, I guess, compelling to me, and I wanted to see Chad get to that that next plateau. But it's gonna happen inevitably. I don't know why they decided not to pull the trigger on this one, but I don't know. It's interesting either way, I think.
Having a blast. Sorry, this takes forever. We have a blast with tropical lime flavored Mountain Dew Baja Blast in stores everywhere.
Everything you see in this Pizza Hut commercial is $7.
All right, I'm back.
I don't know. I was just saying, like, I as much as I'm a fan of Chad, I'm more of a fan of Sammy, but I think that Chad had the better story as far as his road to WrestleMania, and I think that they're kind of testing the waters with Chad. I think they're seeing how much fans care about Chad, and I think it's working. This little test they're doing because people are latching on. People want to see Gable in that position. People want Chad to win that title. They want him to go to that next plateau. And I think what they're doing is they're kind of testing the waters and seeing how people really feel about it. And I think that if it goes the right way, they're gonna give him a bigger push. Like by this time next year, he'll be in a major push. That's the way I feel about it. Like they're kind of testing things out.
Yeah.
Who's main eventing tonight? I'm trying to figure out who's gonna main event. SummerSlam should be pretty good this year. I'm hoping this should be good. I feel like they're already setting SummerSlam up, really.
First, the challenger. Please welcome Sammy.
I hope the fans hijack this. I don't know if that's like Gable or something. That's the only way that that's the only way that Gable's going to get a push if fans really make their voices be heard.
Yeah, like a Daniel Bryanson type of situation.
Doesn't mean they're going to have him win now, but they'll see that it people do care about Chad Gable.
Yeah. Done correctly, they can spin this into a whole Daniel Bryan thing to where the fans are the ones pushing Chad Gable.
Sammy's rolling. The last month, he's been back in 1,000.
I feel like the only reason they had Sammy win was just get him on the WrestleMania card. Because if he didn't win last, I don't know what he would have done at WrestleMania.
Good point.
WrestleMania the longest reigning Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of all time, the Ring General.
And see, the thing is, what I would do is I would have Gunther drop the belt at WrestleMania. That way, you can finally put him in the heavyweight title picture. Because you can pretty much tell that he's ready for the title picture. He's ready for the heavyweight title picture. I think so. I think with him dropping this title, you'll have plenty of room to go there.
I like to see him in both titles. It'd be something if he was the world top champion and the Intercontinental champion.
That actually be pretty badass, though.
At this point, I want to see Walter. I'm not calling him Gunther. I said that. I'm not calling him that. I want to see Walter win at WrestleMania, just so they can do Chad Gable and Walter. But
Yeah.
personally, I like to see him with both belts. But he's pretty much it's kind of like in the old days when if you won the Intercontinental Championship and you done everything with it, then it was kind of a title that to really determine if you're a world champion. It used to be
Yeah.
years ago with Rock and Austin and
Before we proceed here, let's establish what it is. This is the
feels like that's what Walter's doing. He's ready for the world title.
for the biggest.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe
He's,
so.
he's really been ready for it, but now he's more ready for
And
it.
why is the contender attending this prestige event dressed like any of the bums in the audience today?
Walter's really on the mind too. He's
Gunther coming in with the lefts and the rights.
You keep sitting there with that smile on your face, and I got to tell you, it's really starting to piss me off. You think this is just another day at the office, and you're just gonna steamroll through this like
he's
it's
pretty
any
much
other
beating
that you've
everyone.
had?
So.
Hey, and respect to
I
you,
mean,
man.
really, he has. One person he hasn't really beaten is Roman, really.
You've done it on your own. You don't believe I can do it. A lot of people didn't believe in me at many points in my career, Gunther. People didn't believe that I would even end up in WWE. People didn't believe I would be a champion. People didn't believe I would main event WrestleManias. And I bet if you ask the Usos, they didn't believe that I would be the guy to end the longest tag team title reign of all time, but I did. And now,
That's
1 year
true.
later, I will make history again by ending the longest intercontinental title reign of all time.
Here's a crazy fun fact that you might not know. Shinsuke Nakamura has never defeated Sami Zayn, and they've battled each other for years. He's never defeated Sami Zayn.
That seems about right. Shinsuke loses a lot of the main roster. He doesn't win much.
Look, Sammy, I think what you should do is listen to your new friend, Chad Gable, because he doesn't believe you can beat me. All the people here in the building, they cheer for you. I think they love you, but they don't believe you can beat me. And you know, when I look into your eyes, and if you would be honest to yourself, you don't believe you can beat me. So, what you're doing right now is standing on my doorstep and beg me to receive the beating of a lifetime at the grandest stage of them all. So whatever you do,
He's gonna get his ass for WrestleMania.
believe me, keep on doing it. Because at WrestleMania, your dreams will meet reality.
I love how Gunther takes or Walter takes so much pleasure in being an asshole. He loves it.
Wait,
You see that sign in the background that says "Push Dijak"?
I knew Sam was going to say that.
so you look in my eyes and you don't think I believe, huh?
It took you a while to say something, so yeah, no one believes you can beat him.
Look again. Get a good
Yeah,
long
the truth is, I've never seen Sammy so determined, though. He's pretty damn determined.
you down at WrestleMania. Well, the Intercontinental Champion Gunther planted the seeds. Question is Sami Zayn trying
That's
to
actually going to be a really good match, though. I can't wait to watch this match.
get himself back? I would say a few weeks ago, Sammy had a little bit more doubt than he has now, so
This
maybe
is
he can
kinda
creep in.
different.
But I believe in this Sami Zayn. And I think this Sami Zayn believes in this Sami
I
Zayn.
mean, because the fact is, when the pressure's on, Sammy can go. I mean, like really, when the pressure's on, he's great under pressure.
That's just a matter of fact.
The whole oh man, that's a cool shot with Sammy going all the way to the back.
Then they went to the next segment.
Now we just have to beat.
That was a really good shot. That was really good. Do more of that. I like that stuff. What the hell?
Yeah, they're doing the same shot with R-Truth and Miz. Doing the same
I
shot
like
coming out.
that shot. That's really cool, though. I like that. They need to keep that.
Very different.
Whose idea was that? That's a great idea. That was a good idea. Yeah, keep that. Keep that one shot. That one steady cam shot. That's really nice. How long has it been since the Awesome Truth was together? I mean, jeez,
That's been years.
it's pretty nostalgic. I remember that. I remember when they took over. They took what was that? Hell in the Cell, and they pretty much locked everybody out and just beat the hell out of everybody that was in there. Even the cameraman got it.
Awesome Truth.
It's kind of fun to see the Awesome Truth back together again. Honestly,
Tomorrow, witness the uproar. That is Trick Williams. That's a star, man. As he goes one-on-one with Noam Dar. Trick Williams back up.
they made a superstar out of Trick Williams, man. He's gonna, man. I'm telling you, put a rocket on him, dude.
NXT, live tomorrow, 8/7 Central, only on USA.
The Vanderpump Rules. When Hollywood becomes too much,
Our priorities have changed.
Yeah, be right back.
welcome to the Valley. It's a place for family. I don't know how to manage raising a child to catch up with old friends. And of course, drama-free.
Replace this week just over this group of people.
The Valley series premiere Tuesday on Bravo and streaming on Peacock.
Welcome to the Waverhood.
Wayfair by the birthplace.
Minding jive.
Gardening.
Some of us go for the dramatic.
How didn't I know Wayfair had vanities and tile?
This. Give me ottomans without legs. Sean, you'll flip for the food cart. In the Waverhood, there's a place for all of us. Wayfair, every style, every home.
We just just toured nonstop, making no money. Taco Bell was like the one place where you could actually stretch that money.
The union of fruity sweet gummy and tangy crunchy nerds. Nerd gummy clusters. Unleash your sense.
Everything you see in this pizza commercial is $7. Pizza, $7. Those wings, $7. All this goodness, $7. I can't even get a latte for that. $7 deal lovers menu only at Pizza Hut.
At Metro, get a new iPhone 12 with 5G. Take amazing pictures and share instantly.
I wish
You
there
don't
was
take
Chad
yada
Gable,
yada
to be
online.
honest.
Take
Same as
yada
inside
yada
one
from your
nice
wireless
championship.
provider. Get a new iPhone
Yeah, I
12
agree.
with 5G for only $99.99. Only at Metro.
I feel like it was Chad Gable's moment. They kind of took it away. They do that a lot here recently in WWE. Like they take moments away. Yeah, I don't know if Chad Gable will ever get a singles push now. I think this was his opportunity to really get it. And now that they went with Sami Zayn, I don't think Chad Gable will ever get a singles push now. I think they had an opportunity, and I think that's going to be a moment that fans look back on and say they really should have pulled the trigger. And he's going to get lost in the shuffle again. And I think if they don't do anything after WrestleMania with him, with the Intercontinental Championship, then he'll never win the Intercontinental title.
I mean, I gotta agree. At the same time, I mean, I agree that they went the wrong direction. I think that they should have pulled the trigger with Chad by now. I think so. But I mean, like I said, I think they're kind of testing the waters with him. I think they're trying to see just how much fans really care about him.
I just feel like if he wins the Intercontinental Championship against anyone else, it doesn't mean any. Chad Gable beating Chad Gable beating Walter means more than him beating anyone else for it, really.
Yeah, true.
Just because of the story that they've already told.
Yeah.
If Sami Zayn wins it and Chad Gable beats Sami Zayn, it doesn't mean it's just another match.
Think about this though. What if they were to like revisit this, like let's say a year or two later, when Gunther is eventually the heavyweight champion, and Chad Gable comes knocking on the door. I mean, think about that.
Sami Zayn probably take his spot again. Probably. That's what they like here lately in WWE. That's what they do. Like they was gonna do it with Cody and The Rock, and now they're doing it. Now they're doing it with Chad. Like they seem to do that a lot. Like they'll have a story going, and then they'll just have someone else come in and take over.
Yeah, they'll do that. It depends on if somebody's injured or there's trouble backstage or something like that. I mean, they will change things on a whim there. So
it's just here lately for WrestleMania season, they've changed a lot. Like
yeah,
because they were supposed to do Cody and Roman for months, and The Rock comes in, and then it's Rock and Roman, and they have to change it back. And but I hope that Chad Gable wins the Intercontinental title. If he doesn't win it next year, then he'll never win it. I mean, if he doesn't win it by the end of this year, he'll never win it.
I think it's inevitable with him. I think it's going to happen eventually. It's just when,
They've done it with a lot of people. Like, Rusev did win the U.S. title in WWE a few times actually.
I mean, think of it like this. I mean, you remember Kofi Mania, like when Kofi was going for when he was going for the title, and years beforehand he had a chance to go for the title, but it was taken away from him then. And then years later they revisited, and he got the title, and he finally got the title. When he won it, when he finally got that title, I mean, the roof exploded. I mean, people went nuts. I mean, I think that's what they're trying to do. They're kind of teasing the fans so that when they finally get what they want, it's going to be over the top.
I would hope that they have Chad Gable win the Intercontinental, and then they revisit and they win the World Heavyweight title. But I just hope Sammy doesn't interrupt that again. Like Chad Gable is going for the world title, and then Sami Zayn comes in, and he takes the spot, and then same bullcrap all over again. Because they do that a lot here recently. It seems like a lot of people. I don't know. It used to not be that way. I don't know. Ah, he's talking to John Cena. What the hell?
That's his favorite wrestler since he was a kid. John Cena.
He's literally copying his whole moveset.
That's his childhood hero. I love R-Truth, man. You gotta love R-Truth. You gotta.
He's the only reason that I like the Awesome Truth. Like the Miz, like it's really just R-Truth that makes it interesting and you want to watch it. If it wasn't for R-Truth, then this whole
I think it's
tag team.
R-Truth. I agree with you. I think it's R-Truth in the Miz's reaction to R-Truth. That's what sells it.
Oh damn, that almost didn't go according to plan. There we go.
Oh.
Just going to Mania. He didn't even know he won.
R-Truth got a W?
He's not going for the tag title stuff. He's going for the World Heavyweight title. It'd be funny if they won. They would say, "This title looks a lot different than the world title."
I love his reaction after the match. He's like, "What did I do? What happened?"
I know what's gonna happen. Well, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I could see it happening. That R-Truth only grabs like R-Truth and the Miz win one of those tag titles, but R-Truth thinks it's for one of them, so he just grabs one. He's so stupid that he doesn't get the other one. And then another team gets the other titles, and then that's where they can split it. Like R-Truth and the Miz win the Raw, and then whoever grabs the other one wins the title for SmackDown. Like that'd be the perfect.
Go ahead.
Because R-Truth always messes up and stuff, so he only grabs one of them. Like him and the Miz only grab one. Like he grabs the one Raw title, tosses it to the Miz, and grabs the other one, but he doesn't grab the other two.
That'd be hilarious though.
And then another team grabs SmackDown, and then that's how they can split them up again.
I can totally see R-Truth doing that too.
Yeah, he said, I thought it was just for the Raw tag titles.
What I loved about the end of that match was that it was a happy accident, and kind of R-Truth kind of failed upwards with the end of that match. He gets hit with the elbow and just falls on top of the guy.
Monkey Man. What kind of movie is that?
Another Jordan Peele movie. Is it a monkey in a ring? Okay, I gotta see it. Monkey Man.
Yeah.
I like Jordan Peele movies though, man. I thought Get Out was pretty cool. There was another one. It was about alien invasion. I forget what it's called. It was Nope. That's what it's called. Nope. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I've seen the previews for that.
Actually, they're actually really good movies. Like really good. And you wouldn't expect that coming from a comedic mind, but they were really deep, good movies. Is there a women's match? Another women's match?
Yeah, it's Nia Jax and Becky Lynch in the last woman standing.
Oh yeah, the main event. Okay, there we go.
I'm assuming that's the main event. 857. So that's the one match. I know that's probably the main event. I'm guessing.
Hmm. I'm really loving how ladies have been getting a lot of these main events lately. I'm digging that. Have you had a chance to play 2K24 yet?
Yeah, yeah, I've been playing a little bit. Yeah,
They've really improved on it a lot this year, I gotta say. There are a few glitches here and there, but I find glitches entertaining, honestly. Oh yeah, the world, WWE, the world. You were talking about that.
yeah,
That's great. That's pretty awesome. They brought that back though.
yeah. It was WrestleMania Access. It's like they rebranded it and they made it. They've added a lot of new stuff.
Yeah. 'Cause I've never got to go to one of those. I've always wanted to go to one of those. I've been to the WrestleManias, but I've never been to like the Access. I've never been able to do that. That's always something I've wanted to do.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's let me see. I'm not gonna be able to go this year because I'm gonna try going to SummerSlam instead.
That should be a fun one.
I was gonna go to. I probably should have not went to Revolution. I went to WrestleMania. I really regret it now, but it was Sting's final match, and I wanted to go for Sting's final match.
I
And that's
mean,
one.
if you had a chance to be there in person, why not?
That's once in a lifetime to see Sting's last match. Like there's never going to be another Sting last match.
Exactly. You're part of history.
Why what? Tell me why you think I can't beat Gunther. You just saw why. Okay, with Gunther, it's not just physical, it's mental. Right? You made a career out of being the
The
underdog.
dude sitting on the forklift, just chilling out backstage. You see that? Just hanging out.
Anytime you can. Gunther's on a different level. Okay, you're gonna sit and wait for that window of opportunity.
I do love how they turn the WWE universe into this living, breathing organism. Like backstage things are going on that you don't notice. Stuff like that is cool.
You can't beat him. Pat, can Sammy have any chance against nothing? Well, I mean, not when he's got people like that talking to him like that. Confidence is everything.
Oh, what they do if they're gonna have Sami Zayn win. They should have Chad Gable turn heel on Sami Zayn.
Oh, that'd be his first title defense against that Chad. That'd be cool.
Hopefully, Chad Gable would. Well, I think that they should have a few title defense, like a few matches. But I would hope Chad Gable would win it then.
Do I plan on
Chad Gable beat Sammy for it.
Philadelphia? What are the first four letters in Philadelphia? Phil.
Oh, we got Punk.
You can't have WrestleMania in Philadelphia without Phil. Whether I'm invited or uninvited, it never really matters with CM Punk. He'll be there.
It's back next week.
You got a quick trip to Chicago next week.
All he has to do is stay healthy.
I went back for 1 week, I guess. But you watch him be the special guest referee for Rollins and Drew McIntyre. He still has one arm.
That's a good idea.
He still has one arm.
Exactly. He can still count.
I mean, he may not use the other arm, but he has one arm left. Or maybe like him being the host of WrestleMania or something. I don't know. There's gonna be something they can do there. because both Drew McIntyre and Rollins, well, story wise, they're like CM Punk. So him being a specialist referee would be kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, you're right about that. Actually,
I'm curious to see what Punk's going to do next week because, last time he was on Raw, McIntyre beat him up. So I hope Drew McIntyre wins at WrestleMania.
yeah, it'd be great to see him winning finally in front of people.
Yeah, he finally gets to win the title in front of a WrestleMania crowd. Rollins doesn't. I feel like he's done a good job with being the first holder of that belt.
Yeah,
But I feel like what's going to happen is McIntyre's going to win, and Damian Priest is going to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase.
yep. I told yeah, he still had the briefcase. I forgot all about that. No technical difficulties. He'll be right back. But yeah, I totally forgot that he still had that briefcase, even though he carries it around everywhere he goes. I forgot that that was still in play, honestly, because we have. I mean, I think this is the longest time that someone's gone in without cashing in. No, 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 no. Actually, Seth cashed in at WrestleMania to win the championship whenever he had it years back. So I think he probably was the one that held the briefcase the longest. Now that I think about it, I think Seth was the one that held it the longest. Now, Davis, that's a good idea. Priest versus McIntyre versus Rollins and triple threat. That would be great to that see that's what I'm talking about right there. That's not bad booking at all. Honestly, take my money now. Triple threat, three-way dance for the title. Let's make it for the title. Make it interesting. Let's see what you got to say. And I don't know if you've ever been to a live event where Seth Rollins comes out when the crowd sings along. It's an experience. I'll say that. It's a hell of an experience. I think one of the coolest experiences is if you go to a live event and Stone Cold Steve Austin happens to make an appearance. When that glass breaks, the crowd goes batshit crazy. I mean, they lose their minds when they hear that glass break. The lights go off. I mean, he walks out and that crowd is going ballistic. It's awesome. It's awesome to see in person, really. I mean, to see one man have that much control over a crowd, it's pretty cool. I thought we were having a women's match. Why are they in the ring? I guess were they going 3 hours tonight? I can't stop laughing at that sign right in the middle of Seth and McIntyre says push Dijak. I love that sign. Well, Seth, the first step to fixing the problem is admitting that you have one. They got a spotlight junkie chant going. I never thought I would ever hear that spotlight junkie chant. You gotta love wrestling. There's some things about wrestling that you just gotta love. And the cool thing about when you watch the WWE and the crowd there, the crowd becomes a character on the show too. If you pay attention, the crowd becomes a character too. Probably the main character of the show is the crowd. I think. But yeah, I mean, I'm as much as I enjoy Seth freaking Rollins, I want to see Drew McIntyre win that title in front of fans for once. In front of fans. That's what I want to see. I mean, it was great when he beat Brock Lesnar for the title, but nobody was there. Nobody was there. And it felt I'm not going to say it felt like an empty win. Not because it was an empty arena. It was underwhelming to me seeing him win with nobody there to celebrate with him. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, I feel like they should give him the title in front of people. I'm sure Connor had to reboot everything. It happens to me too. The technical difficulties happens to me. In fact, right before I got on the air, I was having technical difficulties. So yeah, that's kind of comes with the territory when you're doing this kind of thing. You know. I agree, Davis. This is a really, really, really good segment.
No, I'm back.
Seth
There
Rollins,
we go.
thank you
I
very
had to
much.
restart my computer.
That's what I want. I want
What
that.
happens?
I don't want
It
to see
happens to me all the time. So
the dance and
comes with the territory.
all the way to the finish.
I don't know if you'd read that comment. Like, see a Backlash Priest versus McIntyre versus Rollins triple threat. That'd be a good match at Backlash. Normally that's the pay per view after WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestler's title, the real wrestler's title.
Maybe
Have it be for the title.
Drew McIntyre wins at Mania, but Priest cashes in and he's the new world title. At Backlash, Rollins would probably he would want a rematch, and McIntyre would want a rematch to do a triple threat, then have McIntyre win again at Backlash. Like, he actually wins the title and has a full on run with it.
Yeah.
So I feel like Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest is going to have to cash in eventually. And hopefully it's a
Yeah.
successful match.
I mean, like a Seth. I remember whenever he cashed in at WrestleMania. I think it was during the Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns uh,
Yeah.
uh, match, and he cashed in then.
Because I want to see Damian Priest as World Heavyweight Champion. So if they do it that way, uh, Priest is the World Heavyweight Champion, then Drew McIntyre can win it back at Backlash. Just so Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest actually gets to cash it in because he's had that thing for a long time.
Yeah.
Just as bad as I do.
See, now I
I can
think about,
always,
it, I think Seth is the one that held the longest without cashing in, because when he cashed in at WrestleMania, I think that was like the longest time anybody held the briefcase.
if Priest doesn't catch it in at WrestleMania, he's probably going to bypass that.
All we've been hearing from Drew
I
McIntyre the past
mean, it's
3
a perfect time to do it though. Perfect time to cash in at WrestleMania.
whining
Yeah.
and complaining and bitching and moaning.
But I can already see two matches for Backlash. Priest, McIntyre, Rollins, and Sami Zayn and Chad
The
Gable.
lights got bright again. What happened? You fumbled the ball.
Hmm.
Damn.
the difference between you and me. When the lights are the brightest, I shine, baby. I shine bright. And at WrestleMania 40, the lights are going to be as bright as they have ever been. And you are going to find out you're not as good as you think you are.
That was a really good. Yeah, I agree, Davis. Very good segment. Yeah, Rollins and really can really cut good promos and stuff. So I'm not really surprised.
You can't hang with me, son. Listen to him. Listen to him.
That's gonna be a fire match, though.
We're less than 3 weeks away from WrestleMania, so why would I risk it all?
Hope that Rhea Ripley beats Becky Lynch.
All I know is
I don't want to see Becky Lynch
all
win
I
it.
know is
I think she's had enough time with the gold, honestly.
I want to see her go on and on and on as champion, Rhea Ripley. I like her as champion. She's very well. She like behind the scenes and stuff, like when they go off the air and stuff. She's really fun.
Yeah, I've seen that.
She's she reminds me a lot of China.
Yeah.
Not really the body stature, but the way her character is. That they've got her
How she
character.
carries herself.
Yeah, that she's like her character is to where that she can beat up some of the guys if she wanted to.
Yeah, and she has.
Yeah, I like how they've done that with her. Like they've made her more than just a part of the women's division. Like she's a part of the face of WWE at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
The Rock's
You know
coming
what I
back.
think? I think they're saving something huge like for her. Like I'm thinking like at some point you're gonna see Jade Cargill and Rita go head to head. I think.
It was interesting. The Rock's coming on Raw April 1st. The Raw before Mania.
Oh,
He's had more TV appearances than Roman this year.
you know what? Now I think about it, you're right about that.
I seen it on Twitter, and The Rock has 6 appearances and Roman has 5.
And the Rock's not even full time.
He's had more appearances than Roman.
You know what I noticed that I don't think anybody else noticed is that on the Rock's Titantron, if you notice the Brahma Bull, when he's a babyface, the Brahma Bull's eyes are just normal, but when he's healing it up, the Brahma Bull's eyes are red.
Yeah. I'm glad he
That's
brought
kind of
back the
cool.
Hollywood. I'm glad he brought back the Hollywood Rock theme song.
Yeah.
Unleash your senses.
I love having a blast, but not do Baja Blast. I can have a blast
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
anywhere.
And with anyone,
They got all kinds of names for that drink at this point.
Have a blast with tropical lime flavored Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
I wonder how they come up with the names of those sodas.
Yeah, like some of like it's not just normal to come up with Baja Blast. Like how that'd be kind of interesting, how they come up with that.
You don't take yada yada in life like overpriced concessions. Don't take yada yada
Oh,
from your
yeah.
wireless provider. At Metro, there's exploding bills and yada yada yada. Only at Metro.
I'm looking for that Jason Momoa
Drinks have
to
arrived
play
in sight.
anytime now.
And if you're wondering why we
Oh,
named that,
it's coming.
as dice for
They're gonna have to play it at least 10 times. I would say at least 12 or 13 times within a 3-hour period.
even better. Is that my Old Spice. You can use it on your pit's chest, even your
Ugh,
toes.
gross.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Old Spice commercial?
Yeah.
Damn, look right.
Old Spice commercials are always weird.
flavors drip with sourness. Edgewood,
I used to like sour worms.
There you go. Honey sriracha
Can't find them
flakes.
anymore, really.
Spicy.
I do terrible things for honey sriracha.
Really? They're everywhere here.
Well, not those. Like I used to go to the movie theater years and years ago,
What? She has
and
sweet
that's what I would
spicy
get.
tattooed on
Sour,
her
like they
back.
weren't sour to me. I would just eat them anytime. Just,
We're cowboys. It may
like I remember other people would eat them they were sour, but to me it's just normal.
We could lose everything.
I've always liked sour gummies and like the worms. I mean, I'm addicted to Sour Patch Kids. I still have a bag of those somewhere around here. I always have a bag of Patch Kids around. It's kind of my special treat, you know. There's one thing you eat that just takes you away. Like some people eat ice cream. I like to eat Sour Patch Kids.
So I like ice cream. I don't like Wendy's anymore because I keep on doing with what I like. Every time on a holiday, it's either strawberry or candy cane, or now it's something with
Yeah,
St. Patrick's Day. Just leave the vanilla ice cream on. Just leave it alone. Like
just leave it be.
I don't want no strawberry. I don't want no candy cane. I don't want no.
If you wanted it there, you put it there yourself.
The Angelo family.
It's real. To the D'Angelo.
Why you're so special?
Paisans having a blast from the front row.
I don't do nothing. Yeah, New Day's definitely winning this. Ain't no way New Day is losing this. If they lose this,
No.
and this is the biggest upset of the night.
They got this in the bag.
The only way they'd win is unless Otis carries the team, but Gazelle is actually a really good wrestler. Like, if you watch all of his 205 live stuff.
Yeah.
He's really good. But right now, I don't know. I mean, the crowd says it all. Those people just looking at him. Like, God. Yeah, on the SummerSlam this year. I wasn't good at WrestleMania, but I probably should have went to Revolution because those plane tickets are outrageous going to WrestleMania. It's like $1,700. Like at first it wasn't too much money, but I was saving money for Revolution. But yeah, I'm trying to save money. We go to SummerSlam. I'll probably go to SmackDown and SummerSlam because they're gonna have SmackDown there as well. I'm gonna try to save my money and get one of the VIP packs and meet some of the wrestlers and stuff if I can. But yeah, I'll probably try to go to SummerSlam if possible. You know, I still like AEW, but I shouldn't have. And in some ways, I regret doing Revolution, but in another way, the Sting's final match. There will never be another Sting final match.
Right.
But another way, I really wanted to meet Sting. But they still
You had to made your choice, you know.
Yeah, I regret it a little bit. But well, I don't regret going to see Sting final match. It's just I really want to meet CM. But they sold out of his VIP packages in 5 minutes. So I wonder how many they sold. But like they sold out of Punk's in like 5 minutes. But I know they just had like who did they show? I think it was like Jey Uso, and they showed someone like they added to it.
Yeah, I think Jey Uso was one of them. Yeah.
I mean, next year I'm gonna try to go to WrestleMania. I don't know where it's gonna be at. Like normally around WrestleMania, they'll announce the next year. So
yeah,
I'll try to go next year. Meet Punk. Hopefully next year he's on the card next year. Hopefully he's doing up.
He should be if he doesn't keep if he doesn't hurt himself.
If he gets injured again, at that point I don't know. I mean, I'm a Punk fan, but golly. I mean, and it's the same injury too. It's his tricep. The same. He injured his tricep in AEW.
Yeah.
Magic Moxley.
temperature to digitally control how much scent is released, so it
He just needs to put a plate there or something where he can't get injured. I don't know. Do something with your triceps so you cannot get injured.
Shockingly long time.
And that's
Do
the
whatever.
thing, though. I mean, like every time he steps in the ring, he ends up, hurting himself even worse than he was when he started.
I think he should do what D'Lo Brown did. Like D'Lo Brown put, he had like a plate thing. And it was, I don't know.
Yeah,
He
his chest plate.
needs to do something. Golly, it's the same injury that his tricep.
Is it always a competition?
I am the trim bot.
Oh, but
The
I think that
first-
if he can keep himself healthy, he can make it to the next WrestleMania card. He just has to keep himself healthy.
He's going to do something with that tricep. But the one injury in AEW could have been avoided if he didn't jump into the crowd.
Yes, that was the one thing that he could have avoided 100%.
That could be avoided.
Trade in that old thing. Get a new iPhone 15 Pro with
Well,
the
did you really have to jump into the crowd? Was that even necessary? I don't
He
think
won't
so.
do it again. I bet he will never do that again. I think he learned his lesson with that.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Like that's a big jinx in wrestling. Don't ever. He'll probably never do that again in his career.
Grace didn't believe in
Something so simple as jumping into a crowd. I mean, jeez.
Like I rewatched it a few times and I heard him talk about it and he didn't even feel it. I don't even know what he did really. He just jumped into the crowd and then I guess his foot hit the guardrail or something. And
Yeah, because from what he said, when he jumped, like the guardrail was like right here, and like his ankle had kind of stubbed it, like kind of went over, like kind of hit it, and then once he hit it, his weight came down on it, and then once his weight came down on it, that was it.
I've seen that Drew like Punk and Rollins, Punk and McIntyre at SummerSlam, which that would be a good match if they did that.
Yeah,
He'll be back between SummerSlam or something like that at the end of the year probably. Which he's rehabbing every day on his Instagram. He's in the gym every day.
well, that's good. I mean, the thing is, I mean, I think whenever you have that type of injury, the time of recovery it differs between it differs because of the fact that it depends on whether like if you're in the profession that he's in, he's going to want to get back there as quick as possible. So yeah, he's going to be pushing hard, rehabbing the hell out of himself.
Yeah,
And you take if you take a normal person that injures themselves, I mean, they don't have that kind of drive a normal person. But you have somebody like CM Punk who has a legitimate motivation to get back in that ring. He's going to push hard. And I mean, you look at Triple H whenever he injured himself, when he blew his ACL, was it ACL? I think it was, or
yeah,
hamstring.
he blew the
But
whole.
yeah, and like when he did that, he came back twice as hard and fast. And so that getting back in that ring is a hell of a motivator.
The former WWE champion. Back elbow. Now Xavier Woods.
I think that they're already working on like a documentary series for his comeback. Like how they do a documentary series leading up to someone's comeback. And they'll
Yeah.
film it. I think they're already filming that because Punk was in the gym a few days ago and there's a camera, so they're probably already filming that.
I could see that kind of his road to WrestleMania, or road back to the ring, or trying to get back into action. I think that'd be a cool documentary to watch. Honestly, I'd watch it.
Yeah, they've done it with a few wrestlers. Like they've done it with Tegan Knox and Seth Rollins in 2016 when he tore his ACL or something.
Yeah,
They did it with him. Like that's something that WWE's always do. Like they really get on stuff like that. Like if someone gets injured, immediately after they get injured, they're ready to film a documentary. Like even Finn Balor when he got injured. Like WWE's on top of that stuff. Like really on top of it.
yeah, and I think that puts more realism into what they do. And as far as letting people know that hey, this isn't just a show. People actually do put their bodies on the line.
Yeah, I used to watch that show, Breaking Grounds, on the WWE Network. He was basically he's basically Tough Enough, but more real than Tough Enough.
Mm.
He's showing people from the Performance Center training and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's number one trend in the United States.
I don't know why this match has gone on as long as it has.
I know, right?
I feel like New Day should be able to beat these guys. And
Xavier Woods has Tozawa hooked. Tozawa now up to the second rope. What's Tozawa going to do here?
And the funny thing is that well, not really funny. The cool thing is that if you look at Tozawa now and you look at pictures of him like years ago, they're two different people. Like
yeah, he
Tozawa
was
used to have, he
he was a
used to be
chunky
a lot bigger.
he was a chunky little man.
Oh, he's
Yeah, he was huge.
He was,
I mean, you
he,
look at him
was,
now; they're two totally different people.
he definitely didn't miss his meals back then. He made sure he ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
But you would never be able to tell looking at him now, though. But he was
Yeah,
overweight and everything.
that was actually pretty good by Desire.
He
That's
got a
a
lot of
very
air.
that's a very easy way to break your neck, but we got a lot of. I remember he used to do that on 205 Live when they used to
Yeah,
have that show. He was actually really good on that show.
he was one of the highlights of the show. Really.
I know a lot of people didn't like 205 Live, but there was a lot of good wrestlers and matches that they had. Like Pac was on there, Cedric Alexander,
Hmm.
uh, TJP was good.
Yeah, I think Noam Dar was there for a while.
Like the best matches I thought was Mustafa Ali and I think it was Mustafa Ali and Buddy Matthews.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They had a lot of good matches. Like they had
I think. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
like they had the Falls Canelo match, and I think it was them too. But 205 Live has a lot of good hidden gems in there.
Yeah, I think one of the best cruiserweight matches I ever seen there when they were doing 205 Live was, I believe it was Buddy and Cedric Alexander for the title, and
Yeah,
then that's when Buddy won the title. That was probably one of the best cruiserweight matches I ever seen them put on. When they were doing 205 Live. I mean, that was fire.
they had a lot of good people like Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali. Rich Swann was there. He won the title for a little bit.
Hmm.
He was there for a little bit in 205 Live, and then he got released. But 205 Live was actually really good. I wish they would have kept it around. I know some people didn't like it, but now when they look back on it, they wish it was probably still here because they had a lot of good
Yeah.
matches.
Yeah, 205 Live was amazing. I mean, I think that was like you said, it was kind of a hidden gem. I think, and a lot of people didn't. I think now people will respect it a lot more. I
Yeah.
think now.
And Triple H brought all that in. Like he brought the cruiserweight title back, and so
Mhm.
I hope they bring back the cruiserweight title, and I'd like to see them bring back 205 Live because that was really always fun to watch, and like they brought a lot of different stuff to the show that wasn't like they brought a different presentation to the show.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought that was one. It was pretty groundbreaking when they first started 205 Live. Honestly, it was pretty cool.
Make sure you take
Like I hated when Triple H, I mean not Triple H, but Vince McMahon, he did away with the cruiserweight title, and then I know
I
that's
thought it was a
Vince.
bad call doing that.
That's Vince. So Vince does. He screws stuff up.
The hell? He'll wake up one morning and not like something and just scrap it all together.
He's fixing to be getting himself a jail cell pretty soon, probably. I hate to say that. So,
And the crazy thing is, you're probably not off at all.
WrestleMania is paved with nonstop action. Every Monday on Raw, the biggest moments, the biggest rivalries, all leading to the biggest event of them all.
All right, take me another bathroom break. I'll be right back.
All right.
I was there, you were there.
This week only at Domino's, get unlimited any price pizzas for 50% off when you order online. Choose any size pizza you want, any crust you want, and any toppings you want. Oh, and any number of pizzas you want too. Get 50% off your perfect pizza or pizza. This week only at Domino's.
Each has always been there for us. So it's time we were there for it. That's why Corona is helping clean 100 beaches by 2025. It's the first step in our fight against plastic pollution.
Fruity, sweet, gummy, and tangy, crunchy nerds. Nerds gummy clusters. Unleash your senses.
What's your favorite part of the candy bar? The chocolate?
No, the inside.
The wafers?
No, that stuffing between the wafers.
Looks like main event should be Nia and Becky. Becky's probably gonna win that for sure. You know, they're not gonna. I don't think they'd have Becky Lynch lose going right to WrestleMania. If they did, then they'd have to make it a triple threat, and I don't see them doing that. So probably an easy win for Becky Lynch. I think after WrestleMania, they should really give Nia Jax a push because she's really improved. Like since coming back to WWE, she's really improved. She's really improved in the ring, and she's always been able to talk, but in ring was her main thing, and she's really been able to improve on that. It looks like. So I think she winning a title or really getting some wins or something like something. I feel like she deserves since coming back that she's really proved herself that she's a lot better around this time. She's a lot better this time around. Everyone watching, if you guys have any content suggestions, definitely let us know. I do want to do more with this channel. I don't want to just do raw reactions or majority. I would say 80% of our content on this channel is raw reactions, but we have done a WWE pay per view reaction and we've also done a TNA pay per view live reaction. So uh, I would definitely be interested in hearing you guys' feedback and seeing what you guys would like to see.
All right, I'm back.
Have you played? Oh yeah, you have. You sent me the W2K24. I've seen. Yeah, you've played it.
Yeah, I played it. I just got through with the second story. Well, the second storyline, which is there's Unleashed and there's Undisputed. I just beat Unleashed. I beat Undisputed once I first played it. I pretty much was kind of, I guess, binging it. I guess you can say, getting all the unlockables that I can get. You know.
Yeah, I actually think it's probably the best wrestling game in the last some odd years. It's been really good. I think it's better than 2K19. Really,
Yeah, definitely better than 2K19. I agree with that.
it's one of the best wrestling games that's come out in a long time. I like the new match types with the casket match and the ambulance match and
Yeah. And they brought back the gauntlet matches, which is something that I've always loved. I love playing the gauntlet matches there.
the gauntlet matches. They
Yes, I love those.
I like that they got GM back to where it used to be. Like they brought back trades
Certainly is
and they
not
brought
an
back
easy one.
the contracts and stuff. I like how they brought a lot of the old stuff back from the like if you played Raw versus SmackDown, my GM, it's a lot similar to that now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like last year's, it wasn't big. Like they were missing a lot of stuff. Like at first they didn't have singles titles. You couldn't use tag titles. You couldn't do many match types. But now they've got it basically unlimited. Really, you can do really anything you want to do in GM mode.
Yeah, they put a lot of thought into it this year, which is something that I can appreciate.
Because GM mode used to be my favorite thing on the WWE games back when it was Raw versus
Mhm.
SmackDown. I used to love
Yep.
playing GM mode. I feel like they've got it back to that style again.
If anybody out there who hasn't played yet, I highly recommend it. I mean, it's worth the money. I'll say that it's worth the money.
We could possibly some 2K24 content on here, possibly.
Hey, I'm down for that. That's cool.
I've been able to do recording it, but live stream it. That would be. I feel like it's doable.
Yeah,
Probably take some time to figure out the ropes, but
yeah. I
it's
think
probably
you manage that.
it's probably simple once.
So here are the rules for a last woman standing match. You beat your opponent so bad that they cannot
Probably had to get your caption card and all that. You know.
But the other way, like I know I found one way to do it without having to do it that way. Like that's how I was doing it with our AZ Gaming.
Yeah.
I was recording it without a caption card.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I just like Googled like YouTube videos and like how to do this or that, and then yeah, I'm sure I can. I'm gonna look into that. That's probably something to do on there.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I don't like playing online because every time I play online, everybody leaves. I'll play like Domination Chamber and everybody leaves. Damn, I'm
And
by
see,
myself.
that's the thing. I have the opposite thing. Whenever I go online, everybody sticks around, but then there's always like one or two people that's in the lobby that's just annoying as hell and won't shut up. You know, and then you have a bratty ass little kid on there
Yeah,
talking all kinds of crazy shit. I'm like, shut up.
yeah. There was one 2K23, but like there was this one kid and a few grown people, and he was talking about like in the background you could hear someone screaming in the background, and pots and pans are moving around. And I didn't know what was. I just had to mute the whole TV.
So I usually have a way of shutting down those bratty kids that pop up in lobbies. I have a way of shutting them down quickly.
Yeah,
If they start talking their mess, I'll say something like, "Go tell your mom to make sure my breakfast is hot." Something like that.
here we go. I hate this song.
It does get annoying once they keep playing. It gets annoying.
I'm always got tired of Collision commercial. Collision, I get it. I mean, no
You
one.
gotta make sure that you get it.
300,000 people watch that show on a weekly basis. If that doesn't work, I don't know. That should play that commercial on other channels as well besides TNT and all
You would think they would. I mean, Turner has a handful of channels, but
that. But in another way, I don't want that to happen because then if I'm watching something else and then in the middle of the night, Collision, I'm probably hearing it after a while.
you could be watching a serious drama on TV, and all of a sudden, collision.
Yeah, it's Thunder Rosa's voice, Collision.
This new Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear is so soft and so smooth. I'm starting to get carried away. Thank you, Mr. Smooth Bear.
Mr.
Designed
Smooth
with
Bear.
smooth tear edges, new Charmin
I
Ultra
actually,
Soft
I actually favor Charmin's over everything. Honestly, if I'm gonna use tissue, it's gonna be Charmin's.
Mom, you okay in there?
I'm terrific. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
It's like wiping your ass with a cloud.
Sure, damn, easy on the gas.
Force a habit.
The AR General used to be a low profit commercial. Now it's
Yeah, we let you pick
it's more high production commercial now.
No, because next scene, it takes a while.
Liberty Mutual and the duck thing
Bibbidi
is.
bibbidi. Bee boo. Bee boo dee moo.
Tuesday, witness the uproar.
Oh, yeah, man.
That is Trick Williams.
That's a star, man.
Trick Williams cannot
Trick
be
Williams.
denied. NXT, live Tuesday at 8, only on USA.
Oh, here we go. Got the tables coming out.
You're at ringside. Patterson got nailed by
Last
nine.
woman
Check
standing,
get the tables.
Standing match.
in a last man standing or last woman standing, you can't use weapons. So
Chair, a book, and now a table. Get set up by big time
I mean,
back.
technically, a chair isn't really a weapon unless you hit somebody with it. I mean, if you're putting somebody through it, I wouldn't consider that a
AEW.
weapon,
in AEW, you could light someone on fire and the match still go on.
right?
It doesn't matter what you do in AEW, you can get away with anything. Oh, they broke the table.
The table doesn't want to do the job. The table does not want to do the job.
You can't pick it up. Take that son of a bitch table and set it back up. Don't take that table. I can already hear Bully Ray like there's been spots before in wrestling where he'll just obliterate. Like they'll bring out a table in a match and they won't even use it. Then he goes off on busted open.
Like, what's the point of bringing it out if you're not going to use it? I go off too. It's annoying. Why are you going to bring it out if you're not going to use it?
I guess the table's broke. I don't know. Won't stand up.
You pull a MJF and just dive it on anyway.
Yeah.
Ouch! Oh, that looked like it hurt. Oh man.
This feud should be in the Bloodline story right now because
I know, right?
Nia Jax is kin to all those The Rock and Roman and the Usos, and
Yeah, nice part of the bloodline. Yeah, that's true.
and she's going against Becky Lynch, who her husband is Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins is feuding with The Rock. So
Right.
this match should be part of that.
It should be canon.
Low key, it really is, but they don't acknowledge it that way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, low key, it's canon. It's totally canon.
It's just they don't acknowledge it. It should be. It's not like everyone doesn't know who's part of that family at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Ooh, nice bulldog.
But I don't know. There's a lot of people that I didn't know was part of the family. Like I didn't know Umaga had a son. Like there's people coming out of that family that wrestles all the time.
Yeah.
Like there will never be a moment in wrestling where the full Samoans won't be a thing.
Oh yeah, they're always gonna be a part of wrestling. I believe it.
Jimmy and Jay's
generation to generation.
I think Jimmy and Jay's got sons, so they'll be wrestling.
Yeah.
They'll be wrestling pretty soon. The Rock's got his daughter. So Sikoa.
Yeah.
So Sikoa needs to have a few kids. I think Roman Reigns has got a daughter.
Yeah, he has a daughter.
He needs to have a few more kids. Well, he needs to have a son.
You know who I heard? I heard that somebody else's son, Randy Orton's son, was training to start wrestling. I heard about that too.
There's going to be a lot of second generation people coming in the next few years.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool to see too.
And the only one we've seen really so far, I mean, Solo. I mean, of course, like besides the Samoans, the Samoans always got someone coming in. But besides the Samoans, Dominic Mysterio,
Mm-hmm.
William Regal's son's in NXT now. His name's Charlie something.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is there.
Because William Regal was on NXT and he had a promo with his son.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking right in the head. That last shot.
damn. Yeah. I know that one had to hurt.
Yeah, she took one right to the face. It looked like.
Well, she took one to the ass too.
I'm pretty sure she didn't feel that. Got a lot of cushion back there.
Ooh.
Be careful, don't hurt your hole. I remember she did that. She's like, my hole.
She must. She doesn't need to do that move anymore because every time now, it's just become a. You can't even do this match in the AEW Fight Forever game. You can't do it. Can't do anything. Dude, yeah, War Games is in 2K24, right?
Who?
War Games.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish they'd make it 5 people because like War Games has always been 4-on-4 or 5-on-5.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's always been up to 8 people in a match. Like you can only have up to 8 people in a WWE game match. Like they've never had more than 8. I bet they've tried doing it and the whole game blows up.
Yes, this is what I would be thinking that too. You got to think about like the space and all that stuff within the game. How much they can put into one match.
Yeah, because there's been some games where they put too much and the whole game blows up and it's just a big
glitches everywhere.
I mean, I bet there's a way they can do 10 people, but I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
I've seen they have that. I don't know if you've seen that. The one YouTube channel, New Legacy Inc. Whenever they do the Let's Plays, like they'll put all kinds of crazy things into one match, and just and the whole thing just ends up glitching out. I mean, there's a lot of different videos they do. It's hilarious stuff, and thing is, that's what I'm saying. Like the glitches are more entertaining than anything.
Okay, this is one guy on Twitter I follow, and he does a lot of modding stuff. And in the AEW game, he put 20 people in the ring.
I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah, his post was like you can do trios matches. AEW just hates you. Like it's like this person, he put like 20 people in the ring, and they can't.
I bet it glitched out.
The 20 person did, but he did like a trios match, 3-on-3, and it worked fine. So AEW just they don't want to give the fans what they want.
Well, let's see. That's the thing, though. I mean, you have to wonder why they do that kind of thing, though. You have to like, why are they just like holding it back?
I don't know. It's all on AEW at this point. Like I've heard from a lot of people that it's all up to AEW. I don't really get what the thinking process is of what they think they're doing. I think they want the game at this point.
They had to know. I mean, that's the thing. They had to know about the fans and their complaints with the game. They had to know about that.
There's a lot of it. Like, there's a lot of bad responses. And like the game is fine. The gameplay is fine. It's just like adding new content. Like
Yeah, new stuff. Yeah,
and like they promised when the game first before it came out that they would have constant updates. Well, that was a lie. Well, I wouldn't say it was a lie, but I don't know.
they weren't very forthcoming with all that.
Like they didn't really plan this. They didn't really have a plan when they like once you released the game. Then like they didn't have a thought out plan.
And see, I thought the same thing. Like I figured, like to me, I'm thinking like, are they just using it as a cash cow to just make sure people keep buying it and put money into it? I mean, you have to have some kind of incentive. You have to give us new stuff, and I
But
mean stuff that we could actually enjoy.
I mean, at this point, like they just want to add new wrestlers. I mean, you can add new wrestlers, but if you don't have any new stuff to do with the wrestlers, and like
Right.
they still, I would personally rather them add more match types and more championships and arenas, and
And
I mean, I,
expand more on their online gameplay.
yeah, like I want to see new wrestlers, but eventually wrestlers doesn't mean anything if you don't have something new to do with the wrestlers, and you can only do the same match type for so long. Like I've done all the match type. I've already done all the match types they've had on there.
Right. I mean, there's got to be some kind of incentive if they want us to keep throwing money at this game. Give us a reason to throw money at it. You know.
They, they can't just keep on adding wrestlers. I mean, I want to see new wrestlers, but you got to add more than just new wrestlers.
Exactly.
I mean, I bought the season 3 with Swerve Strickland, but and Claudio came out not too long ago. But all right, now we got a table in there. We got a ladder. No,
Oh,
basically a TLC match.
there goes the table.
Oh, yeah, there's. Damn, that was a good small
Pat,
drop.
that was hit it right square in the middle of that table. That was perfect.
Now you got to use the ladder. That's how the match is going to end, probably. Nia Jax is going to. She's going through the announce table off that ladder, and that's how the match is going to end.
That'd be pretty sick.
You watch. That's how the match is going to end.
I swear I saw her sternum touch her spine.
Pat McAfee's acting like she just murdered Becky. I love it. Pat McAfee, he gets it. He gets it.
Standing out of 8 now, Becky wisely rolls out of the ring, lands at her feet, and beats the count. The better move by Becky Lynch. Nia Jax offended.
I love all that debris. That's awesome. All
Nia
that
Jax.
destruction.
Is Nia Jax pregnant or something?
No, she's not.
Well,
She's always looked that way.
well, no, the fan had a congratulations and had Nia Jax, so I didn't know if she got married or.
If she got married, I wouldn't have. I would have known about that one.
Yeah, I seen a sign that says congratulations, Nia Jax. I don't know if she got pregnant or.
Oh, jeez.
Damn.
I took a hell of a bump right there.
Rock bottom.
You see her head bounce off the ground? Damn. But I love me some Nia Jax, though. I can't lie. I got a crush on her. I always have.
That could be
I like my women with me on their bones.
Nope.
Oh, she's up. Oh, she's back down.
Barely. Yeah, she did the rock bottom. Send Nia Jax back to the rock with the rock bottom.
Yeah,
The,
there
the,
we go.
the finish spot's gonna have something to do with that ladder.
Oh yeah, I think they're going to it now. I think oh yep, here we go.
With no idea where she is. Nia back to her feet. Stop
Don't know if she'll go through the table though.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh,
The
that's
leg drop. That was like a Faymaster. That was pretty sweet.
yeah, that was a good leg drop.
That was pretty good. Hell yeah. Get up, Becky. Get to your feet, Becky.
Yeah, I knew it.
She did that.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good main event.
That was awesome, man. The girls ripped the house apart. That was sick.
Literally ripped the house apart.
That
Went
was
through
awesome.
went through 3 tables, kendo sticks, chairs.
That was a well placed leg drop. I'll give her that. Look at Pat McAfee's reaction. I love it. He gets it, dude. He gets it. Pat McAfee gets it.
Michael Cole's just sitting there.
You see, Mike, yeah, exactly. Michael Cole's like, I see this all the time.
He's got used to that probably.
Man, see, that's what I'm saying. Like Pat McAfee, he's playing it so good. He's playing it so well. He's literally a fan that just happens to have a job working for WWE. That's
They
pretty.
just keep showing. They just keep showing this replay because of Pat McAfee.
He sold the
They keep
replay.
If they keep showing the leg drop, they're not showing it. They're just showing it to Pat McAfee.
Oh man,
Oh, Rhea Ripley.
here we go. Damn, she's such a superstar. She is such a superstar. Look at her.
Now, if you sit by, I was at SmackDown and she was there. That pyro was well. If you sit by the stage, golly. I mean, I saw someone literally drop their drink on someone's head. Like someone was walking with a drink and the power went off and boom, they spilt the drink on someone's head. It was sitting.
Damn. I'd be laughing my ass off if I saw that. Really, I would be laughing if I saw that.
Yeah, the woman was walking with popcorn and stuff, and the power went off, and she dropped that whole drink on that guy's head.
Oh damn, that's funny as hell though.
He had to go buy a new shirt, and like the merchandise stand, and everything.
Damn. It'd be worse if it was beer, man. You spill beer on you, it makes your clothes stink. What an ending, man.
Yeah, that was a really good ending. That was a really good main event too. They really tossed down time.
Hell yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, if I had to rate it on the scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a that was pretty tough. Mm, I give it an 8 out of 10.
That's pretty fair, actually. I was gonna say the same. Solid 8.
I would have gave it a 8.5 if they would have made the match Chad Gable versus Gunther instead of or made a triple threat. But no, it was really good. I thought the opening match was really good with DIY and Creed Brothers. Like the opening match was good and the main event was good.
Yeah,
that's the 2 highest points of a show. The fans will always remember what starts the show and what ends the show.
that's correct.
I thought Zayn and Walter's segment was good. The coach segment was funny. What else? Ricochet picked up a win. R-Truth and them picked up a win.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 8 out of 10 for me. 8 out of 10 for you. As I said at the beginning of the episode, we will be back next Monday Thought we'd just be back just next Monday, but we're going to be back 2 consecutive weeks for Raw. CM Punk's back next week, so makes sense to do another Raw reaction. Yeah, definitely leave in the comments after our live videos go off. Leave in the comments what content you guys like to see on this channel. More so, I'm focused on the All Elite Zone. That's what we do. But I do want to do more content on this channel. So definitely leave suggestions. I know we just talked about WWE 2K24. On here, maybe doing some of that. Definitely leave in the comments after the live streams are over and give us some feedback of what you guys would like to see. Yeah, and also check out the All Elite Zone. That's where we're primarily always active on. We do weekly live reactions to Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision. We have talk shows, AZ Canada, and Talking Elite. We have interviews. We just had an interview with Kevin Von Erich. And we have another interview coming up this Saturday with former WWE star Eugene. He will be on this Saturday. Yeah, definitely stay tuned for all the stuff that we have on the All Elite Zone. We got a lot of interviews coming up, but Eugene will be the next interview. Yeah, we'll see you guys next Monday.
Peace.